what's your wrestling name?
My name, Vinny Pacifico.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a nickname?
Power Punch.
Vinny Power Punch Triple P, man. Power Punch Pacifico.
Fly me out Friday morning, wrestle Friday. Overnight, I have a flight overnight to the
red eye.
Midwest or North Carolina, whatever it is. Wrestle there, and then my flight home.
Now I know why you're addicted to energy drinks.
Crowds are crazy sometimes. I had a match in Costa Rica last month. The crowds were insane. They were like chanting Puerto Rico at me. And I'm like, I'm not Puerto Rican. Like, yeah, Puerto Rico.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Burn Down Podcast. It's been a minute with Christmas and New Year's.
Dude, I feel like I haven't seen you in a decade.
It's actually the first time since we started where we haven't released an episode on the schedule.
Am I the first one of this year?
First one of the year, yeah.
That's two for today.
Yeah, that's
There
two
you
for
go.
today. So if you can see or hear, we have a new guest in the studio hailing away from Staten Island. He's a pro wrestler. He's an actor in a lot of horror movies, and he's also the self-proclaimed energy drink king. That is my boy, Vinny Pacifico. What's up, brother? Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the intro. And I don't know if it's self-proclaimed anymore, because I already had 2 brand deals with it.
Really?
Yeah. Bang and G Fuel.
I take it back. The energy drink
The energy drink king.
not self-proclaimed.
No, not at all.
The energy drink king.
So let's... Where does that... I mean, you obviously love energy drinks. So,
Oh, totally.
So, I mean...
So,
I gotta tell you, I can't remember the last time I had an energy drink.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't drink them that
drink
often. I just felt like, it was just the case because...
I drink a lot of coffee, though.
Yeah, same. I had 3 coffees today. So
Like, it's the same thing. It just doesn't have all, like, the taurine and stuff in it. It just has a shitload of caffeine.
So, Vinny Pacifico, obviously... We got connected on Instagram. We were just trying to talk about how we figured that out. Probably
No clue.
Probably some cigar video.
I don't know.
Probably some, probably reel that came across. And we
I don't know.
found
You had sent me a text, like, oh, yeah, our next guest is a pro wrestler. And I was like, how do we...
Actually...
How did we get hooked up? And I was like,
It had to be a
reel.
reel. It had to be a reel.
It had to be.
It might have... So I got married 2 years ago, and we were looking... I was in the cigar phase.
Okay.
I wanted a cigar bar at my wedding.
Okay.
So I might have been scrolling through just like cigar stuff, and that might have been what it is, actually.
Could have been. But I feel like...
Social media doing its job.
I don't think we... let's see. Let's actually see when we... I felt like it was as of recently. Like, it was only like a few months ago we started following each other. And then...
I don't know.
It had to be something.
I had to fight tooth and nail for a cigar bar at my wedding,
Really?
and I got it.
Oh, that's all
just
that matters.
you should. Well, hopefully you don't have another wedding. But
Yeah.
if for the other people that are having weddings, we do weddings.
That's right.
Contact
You do?
us. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I would have known.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, these are our
These
cigars.
are our cigars.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Plug
so we
away.
have the Blueprint and the Diligent, which you're smoking. And, we've been doing the podcast, like I said, almost 7 years coming up. Fucking unbelievable. And the cigar business for 3, almost 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so November 7th, I sent you a DM. Thanks for the follow. You said...
November 7th?
November 7th. You said it's nothing. Cigars are amazing. Big cigar guy over here.
Not that big.
Big cigar guy.
But I'm a fan of the idea.
Yeah. So it had to be like a reel, and you had to fucking probably see it. And then
So hold on. So okay, I got a first question for you.
Shoot.
This is there's gonna be a lot of other questions, but this is the first. In the wrestling world, are there a lot of guys that smoke cigars and gals? I guess
I noticed it smokes cigarettes.
mostly.
Yeah.
Really?
There's got to be a correlation between like you're constantly adrenaline filled on the
Yeah.
go, and you're like I can.
Yeah. I can see
Not
that.
me. I don't do cigarettes. I just do occasional cigar here and there. I don't drink. I just drink energy drinks and water and protein, but that's about it. That's pretty much all I do.
Cigars and protein. I don't even eat.
Cigars and protein.
I don't even eat. I just do cigars, energy drinks, and protein powder.
Literally,
That's it.
I only eat meat. I try to at least.
Red meat,
Steak,
carnivore.
carnivore. When I'm on my diet, when I'm not in, like if I have like a night out with my wife and we go get some.
Then it's everything.
That's everything. But
yeah.
when I'm on and I'm getting ready for an event or a photo shoot or whatever music video, I just did one last month. I'm always.
Do you do
carnivore.
eggs too?
What?
Eggs too? You like steak and
I
eggs?
actually had eggs before I came here. Yeah, eggs.
Damn.
I always say that's
yeah.
literally probably the best meal you can have.
I love steak and eggs.
Is grass-fed, grass-finished steak
And eggs.
and eggs.
And bacon on the side, maybe. But some people don't like bacon. That's
And
okay.
cook it in butter, please. Don't be afraid of butter. Cook it in butter.
Beef tallow.
Good butter. Good butter.
Yes.
Organic
Do it.
butter. Not
Let's
like,
do it.
crappy butter.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm curious of how old are you?
26.
26. God damn. All right. So for a 26-year-old, you've been doing this from what I see on your Instagram and everything.
Like 14 years old.
You've been doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And how long have you been wrestling?
Since I'm 14.
Since you were 14.
Yeah.
So how does...
So wait, so not this type of wrestling, not like
No,
pro
wrestling.
Pro wrestling?
I started at school at 14 and a half years old. Yeah.
You're pro wrestling. Is that even legal? Can you be pro
training.
wrestling?
I started training at that age. Prior to that, I was playing football. I was quarterback.
Did you have any like school wrestling experience?
None.
I
actually learned that wrestling in wrestling school.
Wow.
Yeah. Started at 14. Started training. Just. I got bullied in school. I got bullied in wrestling. I had a lot of experience getting bullied growing up. But wrestling is my outlet. And then even as my outlet, I got bullied in wrestling a little bit in the beginning. When they haze you in the beginning.
I feel like that's with everything. You get hazed.
Yeah, but I'll say I
builds character.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm very lucky that I started out at 14 because it's a blessing in disguise and a curse in a way because I missed.
I'm just gonna move. That's fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
I missed a lot of family things. Like I've missed so much. Funerals, birthdays.
Because of training and wrestling?
Not even training. Okay, so yeah, training. I just trained. But when I was 16, maybe 16 and a half, I made my debut. And that's when I was like just traveling every week. Even if I wasn't booked to wrestle, I would just go in cars and just get wherever I can and go to shows. So a lot of the time in the beginning, my matches would happen by just being there and someone didn't come or someone got hurt.
And they're like, we need a wrestler. Like, oh, hey, guess what? I'm here.
Exactly. That's how kind of in the beginning, and then you do good, and then the word travels, stuff like that. So that's kind of how it began for me. And by 18, I was hitting UK.
What organization were you wrestling for?
Oh, I global everywhere. I've worked for WWE. I've worked for AEW. I was trained by Ring of Honor. I wrestled for New Japan at one point.
So hold on, let's back up for a second. So how does it work? Like, is it basically? I want
to know. Like, you went the one day and said, "Mom, I want to go to wrestling school." Is that how that worked?
I was playing football and I was like, "Dad, I want to wrestle. I just want to do this. I love football. I had fun, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to look back at my life and be happy with it, unless I try wrestling."
And now I'm assuming that you were, because you're 20. You said you're 26, so 14. That's what 12 years ago. So a decade ago.
So that's.
I'm assuming that you were big into watching like WWE and
of course.
All that stuff, right? WWF was a little bit.
That was more.
That was more like ours.
I still watch that.
Yeah, we're 34, 35.
Yeah, so we're like 10 years prior to that was the wrestling we watched. Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock and the Dudley Boys and all that stuff. The Hardy Brothers, like that's stuff that we watched.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, it became WWE.
That's like John
AEW.
Cena and Edge and all those
CM
guys.
Punk and all those guys. Yeah.
CM Punk.
Right. So you grew up watching that.
Yeah.
And then told your parents, like, listen, I want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a school that you go to.
Tons of them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
asking.
didn't know that.
There's tons of schools, tons of companies that run wrestling shows. It's everywhere.
Well, there's that show. Triple H did a show. There's a Instagram video about it where a guy has to do a fall and his balls pop out.
Yeah,
and he's like, one of your nuts is hanging out.
Pick your pants up. That. Yeah, exactly. It was one of those things. Yeah, it's like they're all over the United States, all over the world. Like I've wrestled in 15 different countries already.
Because they're teaching you. Because they're
wow.
teaching you how to. I imagine that they're teaching you how to, punch somebody in the face without actually cracking them in the cheekbone. Trying to how to slam somebody the safest way possible. How to take a hit, fall down, and not break your tailbone.
I'll say this though. Being a wrestler has helped me tremendously in movies as well. Obviously, because it's like I
do you do your own stunts?
Yeah, I'm very good at improv. Because I have to be that way.
You have to.
Yeah.
I have so many questions that I'm thinking. I feel like I had one, and then
No, it's all good.
I got so many questions. Okay, so one of my questions was
because you're definitely the first wrestler. I mean, we've had professional football players, basketball players. Who else? Golfers. So when
singers, professional anything, basically.
But I feel like a wrestler is like a whole different ball, because it's not only performing, but it's also like
everything.
Performing arts.
Everything, yeah.
You know
it's like, and you're also. So my first question was, okay, so pro wrestling, is it similar? So like I'm gonna compare it to like golf, right?
Yeah.
You become a professional golfer and you get your pro card, which is, I'm officially a pro and now I can enter into pro tournaments and get paid, right? And it's your PGA card, Professional Golf Association, you get your tour card, and now you can go on tour and you can enter into all of these different tournaments and play. And then if you win the tournament, you get the money. So
Similar.
it's not necessarily like there's one organization that I'm only working for them. That's it. That's like the live golf. Like some of the live guys go over and it's like you only play live tournaments. But is it similar where in pro wrestling you get a pro card and now you can go and anybody that's having like an organization, I'm having a matches over here, you can go and participate?
Pretty much, yes. I mean, there's some places you need a license for, yes, like a card, I guess you could say. But it's very similar, yes. If you get signed by WWE or AEW exclusively, then that's a different story.
So like Triple H got signed for WWF and
exclusive.
That's it.
Yes.
So like Monday Night Raw, you're wrestling every Monday, whatever.
Yes, but now there's some places that have you not be exclusive, right? Then you can wrestle wherever you want. So it just comes down to like
how many different organizations are there?
Tons.
Like a
the
ton?
major ones, there's medium ones, there's small ones.
So what are
tons.
some of the major ones? WWE, AEW,
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
I was trained by them. New Japan, which I've worked for. Dude, it was sick. That was probably the craziest event I ever had in my life.
New Japan, it's
New
called?
Japan Pro Wrestling, yeah. MLW, I worked for them, I believe, last year.
Major League Wrestling, I
Yeah,
guess.
there's tons of them. And then there's, Beyond Wrestling, Wrestling Revolver.
There's like
DOA.
different tiers. There's like the mega ones, and then there's like mid-level.
Are you trying to just like, is your goal to be like WWE or AEW, or you like all the different organizations you can work for?
It depends, because I don't know. My goal is to work for the highest level I can. I think AEW is my goal. WWE as well, but like,
what's All Elite Wrestling?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say
be like the people's champ, man.
My goal, they are goals of mine, but I am very happy doing what I'm doing now because now I'm like branching into film and movies and stuff like that as well, and I'll be able to have more. I have more control of my schedule when I'm.
Sure.
Yeah, I imagine that. I imagine there's a trade-off. Like now you have more flexibility making your own schedule because you're not tied down to anybody. Mm-hmm. But I imagine that if you get signed to like WWE or AEW, it's a little bit more lucrative.
Yeah, AEW is very lenient with their schedules, I heard.
Okay. So I'm imagining WWE, they get paid the most.
Now, and were you as you were traveling,
depending on on who you are, I imagine when you first get in, you gotta you're gonna have to suck it up and maybe not, and you kind of have to, learn the ropes a little bit, get your way in. People gotta like you. You gotta perform well. The crowd's gotta like you a little bit, and then they say, okay, we're gonna give you your shot. And
everything is situational.
Yeah,
there's some places that are smaller that will pay you insane because they want you really bad. Kind of like anything, right? Yeah, so that's kind of this. Like I said, I've wrestled in 50 different countries, and I love it so much. I love getting to go to like Germany and France and Netherlands and just
that's great. So now when you're traveling, even when you started out, did they always pay for your travel, or was a lot of out of your pocket?
In the beginning, no. In the beginning, that's something no.
Well, yeah, I was going to say in the beginning, you're
because I always watch the old school like Ric Flair or like any of the WWF guys.
If you're like a major
but
player.
When I started out, they all have to pay for their travel, their gas, and their hotel. Like
some of those guys, if you listen to stories, they would wrestle for free.
Yeah,
they were like, wasn't even getting paid
starting out. Yeah,
John Cena has a wild story.
Just doing it just to do it.
Yeah,
I forgot his story.
Speaking of John Cena. Not to cut you off. Side note, I hated what they did for his last.
Yeah, that was kind of whack.
Right, man.
I liked it.
You liked it? He gets tapped out?
I did, because it's something that it's just different, It's
something. So from your wrestler's perspective, why do you like it?
Because it's something that he never gave it. Well, he did when he first started.
He never gave
tapped
up.
Out. Yes, that was his big thing. Never give up. But him tapping out, I don't know. It just. For me, it felt like, okay, this makes sense.
Is it so? Okay, so is it kind of? I heard some people saying that when he taps, since he never taps, and now his final match, he's taps out, is kind of him finally like giving up the wrestling career. Like this is, I'm done.
Like letting go.
I'm letting go on my own terms.
I'm tapping out.
Yes,
I'm out.
Yeah. Yep.
I can see that.
I liked it,
but it's John Cena. I'm like,
I know.
But when you say it like that, I kind of get it.
What's crazy too is people like look at him and they go, "Dude," because he's what, almost 50,
40, yeah,
and they're like, "Dude, you look," and he's like a monster for almost 50.
The crazy thing is, in the beginning, yes, he did as well in the beginning. They make very little money in the beginning. You got to pay for your travel, but over time now, like when I go overseas, they cover everything. But you have to earn that. You know, it takes a long time.
Sure.
That's what I was saying. Some of these guys.
How long did it take you to get to that point?
My first ever flight, I got flown out when I was 18.
Okay.
So 2 years.
That was to Vegas.
So 2 years.
No, maybe more like 4 or 5.
Oh, you said 14, but you said 16. You made your debut.
Yeah, and I would say maybe 18 and a half, 19. I got my first time being flown out.
How'd that feel?
Pretty cool. Yeah, it was in Vegas.
Did you make like a significant amount of money for that age, or were you just like, I don't care, it's a check? Like,
yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't care. You know, but the thing is, one of the funny things I think about is I missed so many things growing up. Like
life.
I hear stories like
Do
about.
you regret it?
No. I miss prom, which is like, wow, I missed that.
Fuck prom.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
Who cares about prom?
But I hear all the time, like, oh, prom was so much fun when I was in high school.
Bro, we left prom early. When I went to
I'd be upset like if you missed like your child's first birthday. I don't know if you have any kids. Do you have any kids? If you missed your child's first birthday, I'd be like, all right, that kind of listen, like, I don't really agree with that one. You know what I'm saying? But
I've missed some pretty big funerals though in my family that I had.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It is. I'm actually very grateful for my family for forgiving me for never being around. Nowadays, I try to really, really heavily monitor my flight schedule so that I'm home in time for the events.
You learn. You live and you learn.
Like, for example, I have some events where it's like, fly me out. Let's just say I have this happens occasionally. I have a Friday event in the West Coast. Fly me out Friday morning, wrestle Friday. My flight overnight. I have a flight overnight to the Midwest or North Carolina, whatever it is. Wrestle there, and then my flight home.
Now I know why you're addicted to energy drinks.
a lot of my sleep is plane sleep, and it sucks.
Plane sleep is terrible,
Yes.
unless they fly you first class.
That's a different story.
Then it's
So plane sleep is rough, and especially when you have to wake up, wrestle the next day, and all that stuff. It is rough, but I try to.
Do you hit the massage parlors as soon as you get off the plane?
Occasionally, I don't mind. I don't mind eating shit on flights that are not convenient. Like, I want to get home so that I can make it to this birthday party.
Yeah, you have to make a sacrifice.
You know what I mean?
Suck it up.
Like, I don't mind doing. Like, I have times when they fly me out to West Coast. Like, hey, want to get a hotel and stay the night? And I'm like, no, give me a red eye flight home.
You got to do it.
I want to be able to get home, and cause my family.
You'd rather be there and
feel like shit,
feel like maybe tired than not be there.
But you're there.
Then having whole travel, then spend
like
here. Had the whole day Sunday traveling home. You know what I mean? Like, I got to get on the plane.
Just push it to the next day. Be like, listen, I'll get home. I'll sleep.
Was
the
your
next
family
day.
always understanding of what you were trying to do with growing your wrestling career?
The core of my family. First of all, I will say my wife. That's not the story. Most supportive person I've ever met in my life. For her, I would not be if I didn't have her and I had some other woman. I don't know if I'd be where I am. But
that's important.
Huge. But the core of my family, my father, my mother, grandma, sister. I know they were supportive, but the outside, like aunts, cousins, whatever. I'm not sure because I now, and I don't care if they see this either. Now, seeing how they are, love them so much. I do think I might have got some bullshit behind my back about never being around.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And
families
don't get offended by that.
No, either. Families do that, right? Like you see, probably even immediate families. Yeah. You'll see like something, and you're like, and then they tell you, oh, did this, that, and blah 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 blah. And then when you get home and you and your wife, you're just like, what was they fucking do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that. Actually. You say it happens all the time. But here's the thing, it's not like
this is pretty good, by the way.
It's dope, right?
It's very good.
I just finished it. No, the thing is, I get it now though. I get the flack now. Like I haven't seen my sister. As of Christmas, I haven't seen my sister since October. Since I was just traveling so much, and she lives like 5 minutes from my house too. So it's like
it's a sacrifice that you have to make.
And my nieces and nephews
in the job that
I haven't seen any of them. And then actually they gave me some shit. They gave me shit New Year's too. They're like, yo, like we haven't seen you or your wife, and it's like, kind of sucks. Like, what are you doing? You haven't moved yet. You haven't moved. I'm playing the Florida.
It's tough. You gotta, it's sacrifices you have to make. And like you said, early on, you might have missed a couple things, but then as you've gotten later on into your career, you're like, all right, I need to. Now I'm in a position because early on,
everything.
But also you can't. You have no control because you're trying to make it. Mm-hmm. So like, it's like if you just let's say you apply for a job and they hire you. 1 week in, you can't be like, oh yeah, I need this week, and this week off.
Not at all.
No, it's like the owners will be like, no, fuck you, then you're fired. But once you have 10 years in, and you've established yourself, now you can be like, no, I want this, this, and this. And if they're like, well, I'm taking these off. Well, what are you gonna do? Fire me?
The best part is though, it's more so me doing it on myself. So, for example, if I have an event and I'm going to say Cali or Texas or whatever, me flying at certain times doesn't as long as I'm there on time and I'm out, and that doesn't affect. They don't get affected at all. I get affected, right? Like it's me who has to sleep. Get no sleep.
They're gonna get your 110% performance.
Exactly.
But then the flight home, you might be at 0% cocked out on the plane.
Yes. But the thing is, I'm not calling shots where I'm making anyone else feel a certain way. I'm doing it to the detriment of myself, basically. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of like, all right, I will go wrestle. I'll give you my best. I will get there on time, 100%. But I'm gonna have to I'm gonna leave when I leave. Like I'm gonna leave after the event, which is whatever, but I'm gonna get a flight home. I'm basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna get to where I have to get home, like, or my schedule. I'm gonna make my schedule happen how I need it.
You're gonna eat it.
I'm gonna eat it.
Nobody
else.
Nobody else is gonna suffer. Yes. I'm gonna eat it on my rest days. I'm gonna maybe just chill on the couch and try to recoup a little bit.
And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't know how it'll affect me 10 years from now, but I'm okay with it.
But you're rocking and rolling right now.
So
what's your wrestling, right? So you've been wrestling for over 10 years. I watched some of the videos. You're pretty theatrical, yelling, throwing guys around.
What's your wrestling name?
My name, Vinny Pacifico.
Oh, it is? Okay. Do you have a nickname?
Power Punch.
Power Punch?
Yeah.
Power Punch.
Vinny Power Punch. Triple P, man. Power Punch Pacifico.
Damn.
Basically, yeah. I said that. Yeah.
I like that.
That's
actually.
a thing. What do I?
So what is your favorite thing about being in the ring and wrestling? Like, what do you love the most?
Oh my gosh! So the crowds are crazy sometimes. I had a match in Costa Rica last month. The crowds were insane. They were actually they're chanting Puerto Rico at me. And I'm like, am I Puerto Rican? Like, yeah, Puerto Rico.
You're like, I don't care. Sure.
Pacifico. Sure.
I'm
the Puerto Rico punch. Sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, close enough. But no, the crowds are amazing. Whether they boo me, cheer me, give me the finger. Do
you ever like chirp back at people?
Yeah, always. I mean, if I'm a bad guy, if I'm playing, I nonstop the whole match, I'll do it. But I love that people. The fact is that you get to, as a talent, you get to have fans pay their hard-earned money to come see you, and
you put on a show, entertain them,
and they're taking time out of their day to see you wrestle. Like, come on, that's an honor. It's a blessing. You know what I mean?
What's the biggest crowd you wrestle in front of?
AEW.
How many people?
A stadium full.
So it's tens of thousands.
Yes, I actually last week I wrestled in for Awesome Championship Wrestling. They're amazing. Called ACW. That was in Poughkeepsie. Thousands of fans were there. It was insane. It was the MGN Center. It was MJN Center. It was sick.
Do you have a like an entrance song?
Backstreet Boys. But actually,
no, it's not. Is it really?
Yes.
He said that like no issue.
Like don't. What song?
Yeah, Larger Than Life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's sick.
So I shared the ring I shared the ring in ACW.
Did you have to get the rights for that or no?
No. I shared. Well, if it's a TV, strictly TV, yes. But if it's like pay-per-view or streaming service, no. So, certain ones, I don't know for sure, but if they
let them handle that.
If they occasionally they say, "Hey, this is TV, we can't have that," I tell them something else. I shared the ring with Gangrel, who's a WWE legend. I wrestled them before as well, but I also shared the ring last week with David Arquette.
Oh wow,
and that was freaking awesome. That was so cool.
That's cool.
Really cool.
So I wanted to ask you about.
Imagine being in the ring. David Arquette came in the ring. Abs. It was just sick.
Did you wrestle with him?
He was in the match. I didn't interact with him in the match, but he was a part of the match.
But you shared the same space with him.
Yeah,
still bring him there.
So okay.
I didn't hit him or anything. But we got in the ring. We looked at each other.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool.
Going back to kind of feeding off of what we were talking about with wrestling school, where for people that that don't know what professional wrestling, like obviously you're not punching the guy, in the face, trying to break his eye socket like the UFC, okay, or MMA. It's a performance. It's a performance, and you guys are feeding off each other. And now I want to say that with like an asterisk, because what you guys do, yes, okay, it's fake punching and fake kicking. But you're getting tossed around, and you're getting beat up. You might not be getting your eye socket broken, but you're getting beat up by getting tossed around. Okay, so it's not like
I'm in So
you're in pain afterwards. Like you're
lot.
sore. So when you're in the in the ring with somebody, do you is there before the whole match? Is there a full-on script, or is there just a hey, this is how we're going to finish, and we're going to improv our way to get there?
Yes.
Is that kind of how it is?
Occasionally they have a script. Occasionally there'll be
a light outline.
If you're on a microphone too.
Okay.
But, that's about it.
Now you guys how is that going on? Are you guys whispering each other's ear a little bit, hey, I'm gonna throw you off, and I'm gonna do this to you, blah blah blah? Are you just kind of
it's all improv?
Just improv.
Yeah, a lot of it is. Or a lot of it's what the people want, promoter wants, booker wants. They have a sheet. They have a sheet usually too about okay, we want you doing this much time. TV cuts. The thing is, when you're on TV, you have to really be strict to your time that you're in the ring.
How do you know the time though?
Ref tells you.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen things in the WWF when it's they, like you said, they communicate with you. So I remember seeing one
they'll tap you on the shoulder.
Someone was on a ladder and the guy was on the table and the ref's right here. He's all right, he's about to jump on you. Just be prepared. And he's all right, but you don't see that because everything's happening so fast. But when they focus on it, you can see him give him a tap or something like that, and it's a signal all right, it's just about to go down.
But it's mostly improv. It's just you guys have listen, hey, we got 5 minutes and he's gonna win by submission. Figure out how to get there, and you guys are trying to feed off of each other. And
do you know a lot of these people that you're wrestling with?
Yeah.
So you guys have built up chemistry.
Oh
already.
yeah, I know a lot of people.
Okay.
But when I go to Europe and Dubai and Middle East and Japan, you got to be able to wrestle people that speak different languages.
That's got to be so difficult.
Not that bad.
Really?
No.
But when you're trying to tell him something, he doesn't understand what you're saying.
There's a body language in wrestling that you do that you're able to. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this out loud.
Are there any? Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if you can say are there any universal?
Yeah, there are
hand signals.
There are. Yeah.
Okay. A tap
not hand signals, but there's ways to do. I mean,
if the ref comes up, I don't think this is it, but if the ref comes up and he taps you 3 times, you got 30 seconds left to do the or go into your finishing stuff.
Similar, I would say similar. There's ways. It's an art form, and
that's so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Cool.
I wrestled in Japan, and I had one person I wrestled was from Australia. So that was easy,
Yeah.
But then the one guy from Japan.
Hey, mate, English. You fucking hurt my leg, mate.
Yeah. no English. You have to be able to adapt. Where did I wrestle recently? Oh, Costa Rica. My opponent had no English. None. 0.
So you're just trying to
Well, we use
Google Translate.
Yeah.
But that's you can't do Google Translate in the middle of a match.
No.
You're okay, maybe before, hey, listen, we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna do this move. He's gonna do this move at some point or another in the match, and we're gonna finish with that move.
It's not easy.
But then, okay, that's great. But now, what about everything in between? It's so cool to hear that because when you said, when you're watching it, you don't see any of that.
Yeah.
As the viewer,
you have no idea.
And listen, when you're a kid, when you're watching WWF,
you don't care.
You think that it's real. You're it's. Then you get older, you realize it's not real. It's scripted. I mean, I don't want to say it's not real, but they're not actually fighting each other. It's it's more of a performance. Mm-hmm. But as an adult, you don't see any of that. You don't see any of the cues or anything.
No.
You're just watching.
Think about it. As a kid, I was I really thought it's crazy because I remember seeing Batista and Undertaker wrestling in WrestleMania, and I was like, "Come on!" And and in your head,
you're rooting for somebody.
Yeah, you think it's, and you're like,
but they know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
But
Same.
it's funny because whenever I say it's not real,
it is real.
It's not real in the fact that they're not. It's not.
They don't fucking hate each other and want to kill each other.
They're not. It's not like MMA where you don't know who's going to win. It's they're really trying to go at it and there's no script. It's not real where in the fact that yes, it's kind of scripted and you know who's going to win and they're feeding off each other. But it is real where when you see when you saw Hell in a Cell and you saw Undertaker and Mankind and he's jumping off of, he gets thrown off of the top through a table. That's not fake.
I felt like every time I watched Shane McMahon, he was always flying 30 feet in the air. Every time I saw him.
Did you ever watch the reunion? So they had it because Hell in a Cell happened in what was it 2000? No, when did it happen? 2000. There was a 25-year reunion, 90 something.
Yeah.
I think it was 98,
something like that. And they had Undertaker and Mankind, who was Mick Foley,
Long Island, stand up.
They had the two of them meet and watch the match, and they were talking about it, and Mankind is he's messed up. He's such a nice guy.
I love him to death.
But they're talking about it, And Undertaker was saying, he goes, dude, when I threw, like, I had him, and I said, all right, listen, I'm going to throw you off this table. Like, I'm going to toss you. And he's like, do it. He goes, when I threw him off, he goes, he hit the table, and he hit the floor, and he didn't move. And he goes, for a split second, Undertaker goes, I had an out-of-body experience. I thought I killed him.
Yeah.
He goes, because I actually threw him off of a 20-foot cage through a table, and all I kept saying to myself was, please move, please move, please move, please move, please move. And he goes, it felt like it was an eternity. And then he finally moves. Or like when he gets thrown onto the, dump a bunch of tacks on the floor and he gets thrown onto the tack.
That sucks.
That's real. Like he's got tacks in his body.
What was the worst that ever happened to you, like getting hurt wise?
Like
you ever break anything?
I tore my shoulder. Not fully though. Thank God. It was thank God I had a little bit left on my shoulder where I got stem cells, PRP, and they healed it completely.
Wow.
Thank goodness, because that was the worst pain of my life. That sucked. It was terrible.
It was during a match?
It was a cuff. Actually, my match in WWE, I did a drop kick, and I just felt the pain in my shoulder. And I'm like, how does he... I didn't even land on this. What happened?
The adrenaline was probably like masking a little bit of it.
It killed me. This is in Orlando. I got the airport to fly back home that night, and my shoulder was just killing me. And I let it hurt me for months and months and months. It got really bad. I got an MRI on it. I had a rotator cuff tear. Not fully, again, like heavy partial, but was pretty bad. So I got 3 rounds of PRP and exosomes on it.
What's PRP?
Platelet-rich plasma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I got stem cells on it, and now it's like no more pain. It's so good. I'm so happy I did that because that injury was really gnarly.
Did you get like any? Did you do any tacks or anything like that?
Yes, I have in my ass. Not in my ass, but on my ass. And I've stepped in them too. But not with my boots. But you still feel it, kind of.
Yeah.
I had a match where they were on the floor and I stepped in them. My back, lower back, and tables. I've taken them.
So was it like
chairs.
A previous match that they just leave the
No, I had it in the ring. Oh. I hit the guy on it.
And then you fell on it?
Yeah, and I found it. But at some point, there were extra ones.
I want to know. You mentioned chairs. Have you ever gotten hit with a chair?
Yes.
How the hell do you prepare yourself getting whacked? Not just like you get full blown smacked in the head.
I got a lot in the back, and the back it's a really bad sting.
Is it a real chair?
Yes,
it's a real chair.
I mean, at least that I've one that I've worked
Bro,
with,
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a fake chair.
Well, no. What I'm saying is like, okay, is it a real chair? But then maybe like some of the joints are a little bit weakened. Like it's not full steel. Like maybe it's an aluminum chair, which will break a little bit easier.
For me, it's always been a real chair, and it stings pretty
Are
bad.
the tables like very thin tables? Or are they like full on wood?
Again, the ones I've been in, no. I've heard maybe they have thin. I've never gotten thrown.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, it's fake in this fact that it's scripted, but you're getting thrown through a fucking table.
I got powerbombed through a table and it didn't break. That's how. Yeah.
Oh,
it sucked.
Gosh, did you get like whip?
Oh, and then I had a match.
Gosh.
I had a match in Raleigh. North Carolina. I did a spear through a table. Didn't break. I ran back. I speared him again. Didn't break. I ran back. Speared him again. It didn't break.
What? He's laying on the table?
Yes. It's like.
Oh, it's pitched up against the corner.
And it was. I'm giving this guy like I was at quarterback. I ran. I was really trying to pick this table, and it wouldn't break. And I'm like 4 times. I'm like I'm gonna kill this guy. You know what I mean?
Did he just keep saying, "I keep doing it, keep doing it"?
He's like, hey, he kept getting ready for the next one, and I'm like, all right. And then it's like four spears through a table, and he just didn't break. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna pin you. That's about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's what I was wondering. Is like, do they like? I don't want to say pre-break them, but like pre-crack them so that they break a little bit easier.
In my experience, no. In my experience,
I don't know, man. I watch the Dudley Boys. I don't know how any of that. Even if they did that, they still hit the ground. They still.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now the ring itself has a lot of give to it, right?
Not always.
Not always.
Not at all. Not especially in Mexico or Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. Those places have a certain type of ring that's not very bouncy at all. Like not one bit, actually. It hurts like a bitch. Yeah.
Damn. So when after a match, like you're fucked up.
Occasionally, if it's
you're pretty sore the next day.
If it's a really good match, and I'm like, yeah, that was so good, I feel great. The best feeling is the next morning after a really good match, and you see your Instagram popping and your stories tagged in, and Twitter blowing up. Best feeling, and then to go to the gym. Best feeling. I'll tell you right now, best feeling ever. Badass match, killed it Saturday or Friday, whatever it is. Next morning, waking up, seeing your phone blowing up, seeing all the compliments, pictures of you looking really great, whatever. going to the gym and watching football on this. That's the best. That's my best day. I'm hitting my workout and on the TV in the gym is football on. That's the best day I could have.
That's a good day.
Yeah.
That's a good day for Vinny.
Buffalo Bills. Yep.
Go Bills, man.
Bills fan. All right.
Unfortunately, the Bills are 0-8 on the road in the playoffs. But
Are they really?
Yeah, you see that stat?
0-8. They made Super Bowl, didn't they?
No.
0-8.
0-8. They haven't won a playoff game on the road in like
A long time.
Ever? Or
a long time.
Oh, long time.
Long time.
Yeah. No, I mean, the last time they were in the Super
But I
Bowl
don't
was
care.
in the 90s.
Bills money line to the moon.
Josh Allen, I love him to death. I think he's amazing.
I have a soft spot for Buffalo Bills because I went to school up there in Western New York, and it was
What do you like?
I'm a Giants fan.
Okay, it's fair.
I'm a Jets fan.
he's a Jets fan. We both suck.
Have fun.
We both suck. But no, I don't really. I actually, you know what's funny is speaking of football, I haven't watched I think I watched maybe one game this year.
I'm starting seriously contemplating giving up on the just.
I don't watch, dude. I haven't watched football
I
at
just might
all.
be a Giants fan or just become a Bills fan because. I have a 1.5-year-old daughter. I put her in a Jets jersey when she was first born, and I was like, "This is fucking abuse."
They're a bad team, and even if they're doing good one year, they're still not going to make it.
Nah.
They didn't have one interception this year.
Dude, they're terrible. They're terrible.
Not
So the
even
Giants.
one.
The Giants suck too.
I will say, when they had Mark Sanchez, they did pretty damn good.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the last time they were good. That's when they went to the NFC champion or AFC championship
disappeared. I don't know what
twice.
happened to him.
All I
What
can
happened
say,
to him?
all I can
Disappeared.
say for the Giants is that they beat the undefeated.
He stabbed somebody. Now he's going to jail.
Who did he- Patriots, yeah.
We beat the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. We actually had Fred Robbins, who was defensive defensive tackle for
The Giants.
the Super Bowl Giants that played against Brady.
That's
Remember?
crazy.
Yeah.
Question: did the Giants beat Patriots twice in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yep.
That's crazy.
The only two times Tom Brady lost.
The only two times Brady. No, he lost a third time because he's 7-3. I think he lost.
Rams. Might be the
No,
Rams.
he lost.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yes, not the butt fumble. The whoop-de-doo play with Nick Foles.
Yes, he lost. He lost to the Eagles, but we sent him.
yeah.
But we sent him twice. But anyway, no, it's like I was just talking to my wife about it the other day. I'm like, I haven't watched football at all. I'm more of a hockey guy.
Cool.
I'm a Rangers fan, but the Bills. I always have a soft spot for the Bills because I went to school up there, and I'm like,
Give him one Super Bowl.
And
Come on.
you know what it is? Bills fans, they're crazy. Bills Mafia. But
yeah.
they're all so nice. Like they're like
Yes.
if you're at the Bills Stadium and it was Bills Stadium's done. They're rebuilding it. That stadium's gone now. And my buddy was like, he goes, I've been going there.
I was watching Eddie's stories.
Yeah, dude, he's like, I've been going there since I could walk. He goes, I've been going there for decades, and it's gone.
I really hope they win this year. I mean, honestly,
They deserve it.
They deserve it. Josh Allen's. I mean, listen. There are games that the Bills play and they're just not playing good, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? What? This team sucks. You're playing against. But my thing. Sorry, my French. My thing is, Josh Allen has the easy path to the Super Bowl this year. Not easy, but there's no.
Yeah, there's no easy path, but you still have to win games.
There's no
but,
Chiefs.
but you're right.
Yeah, no Chiefs.
Dude,
Who
the
else?
Chiefs. I'm so happy they're not.
So
in
am I.
it.
You're watching
I'm
football,
so happy.
Yeah.
I hated the Chiefs, man.
Bro, I wanted to talk to you about. I saw.
Yeah, Chiefs suck.
I hated the
I
Chiefs.
saw you a previous podcast you were on, and I think the guy asked how you how you use the trauma from being bullied into your wrestling. And I heard a terrible story
Oh my God.
about
Yeah.
this story. So his middle school crush asked him to go on a date with him in the middle of the cafeteria on April Fool's Day, and everyone was in on it besides him, and it was a big joke.
Whose phone is that?
It's me.
Oh, need to take it or no?
It's an important work call, but just
Take it. Take it. If it's important, take it. We'll pause it.
Let me see here. Hold on.
Yeah, take it.
I for years have not, like I said in that podcast that you watched, for my early 20s, I did not take care of my body at all. Like my flight schedule was insane. I did not do yoga. I don't do yoga. I mean massages. I didn't stretch so much. And there's so much that I've learned that you have to do with your body, like stretching.
Yeah.
Oh my God, massages.
Longer. Well, I always said longer muscles or stronger muscles.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And like the more.
sorry, but I want this
That story you said.
But this unbelievable.
Yeah,
Terrible story.
So I don't know if you want to tell the story.
I'll tell the story. Fine.
Yeah.
You're old enough now where you're like, all right, it sucks, but like,
because it sounds like the stuff. Because you said you were bullied growing up.
Yeah.
It sounds like that stuff that happened in your past. This is what you used to,
you want to tell all those bullies now? Look at me now.
Yes.
A lot of them reach out to me and just tell me this. They're proud of me. They see what I'm doing. I thank them. I always try to forgive.
And then you turn around, you cross them off your.
Yeah, like Billy Madison.
Put the lipstick on.
Thank God I called that guy. do you know that reference? You know Billy Madison?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, kind of.
So there's a Billy Madison episode or movie scene where Billy, Adam Sandler, was mean to this guy in high school, and he just called him like, "Hey man, I'm so sorry. I'm this and that." And he's like, "Thanks for calling." And he takes him off like his hit list, and it's Steve Buscemi, and he puts lipstick back on his face, and then at the end of the movie, he ends up coming back into school and shooting like the bad guy, and Adam Sandler's like, "Man, thank God I called that."
Yeah, but he's got like a list, and he just sits. He hangs up the phone, and he goes.
That's funny.
And then he puts like lipstick on. He leans back and he listens to some like hippie music.
That's funny.
But it's pretty funny. Steve.
No, everyone who's like that's I had friends in high school too. I wasn't completely always bullied, but like the majority of the people who bullied me.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think you were bullied?
I mean, I asked for it. I would wear wrestling shirts to school every day. I wore 2 watches for no reason.
Wore 2 watches.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Why.
One on each wrist?
Yeah. What's wrong with me? I don't know why. But
just in case one arm got tired, you got the other arm.
Yeah. No.
What if I couldn't see this one? What if I was pinned down? I need to know the freaking time.
But I had a group of friends who loved wrestling also, so they were like always sticking up for me and stuff like that. Pretty funny. A few of the people who bullied me are pretty famous now, actually. Not gonna say that. Not gonna name names.
We don't have to name them.
But but also we're not cool. We're now very cool people. Yeah,
I feel like a lot of times the bullies when they're younger, they're
insecure.
They're insecure,
Yeah.
which is most of the time why they're bullying other people because they feel shitty about themselves. So they want to put other people down to make themselves feel bigger.
Yeah.
And then they get older and they realize I'm such a dick. Like I'm such an asshole. Why did I do that? Blah blah blah. Or they're trying to fit in with like the cool and.
But the fun thing is, I just did my thing and I worked my ass off and I became who I am and now they see what I'm doing.
Builds character.
Yeah.
What about the chick that embarrassed you?
Let me tell about this.
About your crush that embarrassed you. Whatever happened to her?
How old are you?
What?
How old were you when this happened?
Middle school. So I don't know. What's middle school like?
It's like 14. Yeah,
14, like 10, 12.
7th grade?
Yeah. I mean, I was
10 to 14.
13, I'd say.
Okay.
13, 12. And no, so this girl who I, had a crush on when I was 13. No, I knew her for years too. I just for some reason I loved her. I was like,
yeah.
And
draw little hearts on the
send notes. And the thing is, my best friend at the time was in on the joke too, which is weird.
That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of messed up.
And I thought about it. I never once held it against him. I never once got mad at him for it. Never once asked him why he did that to me. Whatever. So she should ask you out to be your girlfriend. I'm like, oh really? Yeah. Oh, April Fool's Day though. And I'm like, well, why can't you do it now? Oh, no, because April Fool's Day, that's the plan. She wants to make it special and do the. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't even know why I didn't know why I didn't put 2 together.
Well, but you're love blind.
Yeah, I guess.
What is that what they call
my
it?
best friend's telling me this too. Like
love
what I mean?
drunk?
Yeah, validated.
Yeah, I love that kid. I still talk to that kid, Dave. And it's
Dave,
like,
what's wrong with you?
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave.
What happened?
Go back in time and slap your 13-year-old self.
No, but like he was in on that shit, and
so she asked you what in the middle of cafeteria.
So there's an area cafeteria, like there's like cafeteria. There's like a bunch. There's like a place you walk, and then there's like there's tables.
Yeah, to the side. Yeah,
to the side. In the middle is a walkway. So everyone's like standing in the walkway. Everybody, the whole grade is just sitting there.
What?
Like all standing around in a circle. She's in the middle. I'm having my entrance, walking to her, which is like kind of embarrassing. Think about it. Like I'm walking to my own demise, and I'm just walking up, and I see her there standing there with other people that bullied me, and I'm like, oh, let's do this. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is April Fool's Day. This maybe isn't legit, And she's like, oh, do you want to go out with me? And I'm like. She's like, I said, hello. And
like, I do if this is real.
Yeah. No, and then
this is all processing as she's like you're like thinking it like.
She's like, I liked you for a long time, and I'm like, how long? A few months. I'm like, then why not?
Yeah, why didn't you say it back when you realized it?
Yeah.
And then I said yes, and everyone, and she's like, April Fool's, and the whole place started jumping in my face, laughing at me and shit like that. And,
That's horrible.
It was really bad.
I'm sure that kind of sounds like a movie.
I know.
That's horrible.
But now we're all the people now.
But you know, it's
not traveling the world like my boy Vinny P.
I'm listening to this story, and that sucks, right? That's terrible to experience that as a kid. But now, if you fast forward, right, I imagine that there's matches that you have that you're not supposed to win. You're not going to win this match, like and you're walking down to your demise in front of a whole bunch of people that are probably
foreshadowing.
And if you're the bad guy, they're not rooting for you; they're rooting for the other guy.
Yep.
And you got to suck it up and take it.
Yep.
So it's kind of like
eating shit.
You're eating shit, and you're like, I learned how to eat shit from a very young age because of all these kids.
Yeah,
and now I make a living off of it.
I don't know.
It was rough though. That was a rough thing that happened to me. It sucked, but
you're better for it.
I'm better for it.
You learned how to eat shit.
Yeah. Years later, the girl apologized. I forgave her. Like I said, I always.
You know what I would say? You should have been like, I forgive you. April Fool's.
I always try to forgive people because it's better to. That's what God does.
Exactly. That's what Jesus does.
Yep. That's what I do. I forgive. I forget. No, I forgive. Don't forget always, but I do forgive. That's how I walk. I try to treat everybody the way Jesus would treat people.
Exactly. That's the way it goes. We actually had a whole episode where we spent about good half of the episode, 45 minutes or so, diving like into the Bible and talking about all that stuff, and it was he's like family-ish, and he's read the Bible like 3 times. And if you look at his Bible, he has like a fucking million Post-it notes in the whole thing. It's great. It's great.
Highlighter and all that.
Yeah, it's great. We were talking about that, but
and it's
been
like through the ringer. I'm like, dude.
But no, that's how you. That's essentially we had talked about. That's what the Bible teaches you is to. Your goal is to live, to try to live like as close as you can to how Jesus lived.
Yeah.
A sinless life, caring for everybody, just expressing as much love and joy as you possibly can to other people.
Yep. That's
and
it.
If you live your life like that, it's a pretty good life.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's what to your point is. Listen, I try to forgive people because again, she was young, and there's a reason why they say it's young and dumb. Do something you weren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
You regret it and you apologize. Like, listen, water under the bridge.
Yep.
I'm better for it.
That's it.
You understood. It's fine.
Do you have any? I'm sure you do, but do you have any mentors that you get advice from that you
in wrestling?
In wrestling.
Gangrel, EC3.
Gangrel, he was a vampire, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
He's the first ever.
How do you know that,
bro? I fucking was a huge WWF fan back then. I used to play WWF SmackDown on PlayStation and everything. Of course.
Gangrel, EC3 has mentored me. Zack Sabre Jr., who's like one of the best wrestlers in Japan, best in the world, really. Who else? I have quite a few who I have people mentored.
Do you have any people that? I would say they're like an indirect mentor, meaning there's people that you look up to, and maybe they don't personally mentor you, but they're like you're a big fan of their work, and you look up and you try to like model and get inspiration from them.
Bryan Danielson, definitely Daniel Bryan. Another big one that isn't like my agent, right? She's like one of the best, and I learned so much from her regarding business, and
the business of wrestling.
No, not wrestling.
Oh,
I have an agent like for
just business in general,
sports. Like no, non wrestling.
Oh.
I have an agent for like.
Let the man talk.
Yeah.
Let the fucking guy talk, Justin.
No,
getting so excited over here.
So I have an agent, marketing, sports branding agent, and seeing how she negotiates and seeing how she separates. So I have a big heart. So like all the time, I want to be able to, like, I have a hard time separating business from people who I love and whatever, or something like that. Like, so I feel bad. Feel bad saying no.
Yeah.
I've learned business is business. You know what I mean? I've learned like. So in terms of like business and money and branding and marketing and brand deals, my agent has taught me, and I learned so much from her. But like her job not to mentor me. Her job is to be my agent, really.
But you learn from her anyway.
I look at her as a mentor because I just learn and I see how she does things, and I'm like, holy shit,
she separates the relationships and the heart,
and that's a cool relationship because on one side you're she's advocating for you and getting you stuff, but you're also learning.
I'm sitting here,
personally,
I'm like, wow, like
listening to her.
That is smart. Like something she did recently with like a negotiation, and I'm like, this person is a genius. And I'm like,
what was she doing?
I don't remember what it was, but like there was some negotiation. We were talking with some company, and it was just like it's just these are things I think talent need to know as well. Like any talent for any sport or film or whatever it is, there's just you have to learn about the business side of things, because if you don't, you get screwed.
Yeah,
you know, and
it's unfortunate that where you live in an age of people are out to get people.
Oh, I've
if they have like a way through, they'll screw you.
Yep,
they'll screw you over.
Yep. Oh, people, especially like where I am, like now, and I'm getting like higher in the ranks, and you know, branching into film and TV and commercials and all that stuff. Like people are sharks.
That world is
blood sharks. They smell blood. They see money. They will do anything. And it's like, yo, like I look at you as a friend, and you're just like, you're disgusting.
It's unfortunate, but I was just talking to my wife about that. We mentioned all the time is that world, like Hollywood, is there. It's brutal. It's dark. It is dark.
It's rough, you know?
It is not all peaches and cream. Everybody's like, oh, I want to be a famous actor. It's brutal. People are out to get you, and if you're not like doing what they say, they're going to out you on this, and it's not like peaches and cream. Yeah. It's brutal.
A lot of it also is that I've noticed is I'm going to help you with this, and because I want to see you succeed. I'm going to help you with this. I want to bring you to this agent, or bring you to this. I'm going to bring you to this
opportunity,
studio or opportunity, and like it seems like they want to do it to help, right? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Nah.
What's in it for me?
What am I getting? Are you gonna? And it's like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hand
me over.
Yeah. That reminds you of like, and this is a way less comparison, but like I remember going to Dallas and going to see where JFK got shot with my wife, and I said, Marissa, whatever you do, don't talk to the guys that were like, hey, can I bring you around the tour, give you some information? And I'm like, just go me and you. So this guy comes up, hey, did you know about this and that, blah, blah, blah. Hey, come over here. And my wife's following him, and it's like 5-10 minutes. And I'm like, okay. So after, he's like, all right, for all that information, give me $50. My wife's like, what?
Yep.
Well, I'm like, I just told you. That's
how it is.
It's the same concept.
That's why I that's my agent stops that from happening. You know what I mean? You want to talk? You want to do something? Here's my agent.
And that's why you have an agent.
It's because, you know,
or manager.
Speaking of, like, you know, you try to live your life like what would Jesus do, right? Mm-hmm. I try to forgive people because that's what Jesus Christ would do. That world is the exact opposite of what it tells you to do in the Bible. The Bible tells you to be selfless. To do a selfless act of
you seem like a selfless person.
Helping somebody because it's the right thing to do, not because you're expecting something in return. Yeah. And that world is selfish. They do things with expectation that you're going to help them in return. Mm-hmm. Or I'm going to do this for you because I'm getting this on the back end. Like, it's not completely selfless. Like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you this role. What do you want in return? Nothing. I'm giving because I want to see you succeed, and you're the best fit. I'm gonna help you there. Not expecting anything. They don't do that.
On those vibes when you meet people.
I have too big of a heart to really. So, but the thing is, like, the first thing I came in here, I'm like, hey, I have some big name people I could bring you as guests. I don't want them back for that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to help people out. I want to help. Like, you guys are give me a platform to get to your audience. I want to help you guys as well. Like, I think it's not like it's not a thing. It's just something you do. Mm-hmm. To me, at least, right? For me, and also I've had people bring me opportunities, and they asked me for nothing in return, but I still gave them 20%. Like, hey, I'm you know what I mean?
See, we do that too, or we'll do events or something, and they give us the platform, we sell it, and they're like, we don't want, nope, here.
Exactly.
Here's because thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, it's back and forth.
Yep.
It's I'm trying to help you, and then they're trying to help me, but I'm helping you not with anything in return, but like I'm gonna help you back because it's the right thing to do.
Yep.
And that's what I feel. That's how life should be, and that's how business should be. But unfortunately, in certain industries, it's not like that. Like you said, they're sharks. They're coming for blood.
Blood money sharks. Like, oh my God, like
Like, why do you think they call it the Shark Tank?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I see people getting mad after introducing somebody to somebody else, and they're not being given money because they made a deal. Like, I get it. Like, for me, example, like I've had people I met through somebody else. I like to take care of that person. Thank you. Here's a little referral fee, whatever. But like, you can't get mad at somebody else for not giving you that referral fee. Like, I mean, again, like I have no problem giving people contacts and be like, hey, you want to meet this person, or you want to get on this person's podcast? Here's their phone number.
They get mad when they're the middleman and they don't get the kickback as being the middleman. It's like, but are you being the middleman? Is that your intention? Is to be a middleman?
So if you are, then you're an agent.
Then you're an agent. Then be an agent.
Exactly.
But if your intention, like that's where people get, where you can tell their intention. I'm like, okay, so you were only making this connection because you wanted to get a kickback. You weren't really trying to help me. You were doing it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's where it's like, well, okay, well, you didn't do it for the right reasons. If you are a middleman and that's your business and you advocate, listen, I am an agent. I'm a middleman. I'm the connection between you, who doesn't know a whole lot of people, but has this talent and has this publicity and this.
And I bring you there.
And I'm bringing you here.
Exactly.
That's my job. But if it's like, hey, I'm gonna hook you up with somebody, and then you hook them up and you're like, where's my fee? And you're like, what are you talking about? I thought you were just.
I get more out of like we did a cigar event a couple years ago for a charity, and they always bring like a guest speaker, like the governor or some kind of like a athlete or something. So the guy who organizes it hired us, and he's like, I'm looking for, I have so and so, but he's kind of on the back burner, but no, I'm good. And
I'm freezing actually.
I was gonna say, want me to close the window?
Please, yeah. You don't mind.
There's a jacket right there. We got the jacket for you right there behind you.
I'd rather have this.
He wants to show the guns.
He wants to show the guns. No, actually, I got something even better for you. Hold on.
Thank you, guys.
I got something even better. Hold on.
I feel bad having something.
No,
I was just gonna say, bro, are you cold?
I wasn't for a while, and I'm like, now I'm like, oh, I think I am.
So, what happened was he was just mentioning to me like, oh, I'm looking for somebody else to maybe be a guest speaker, this and that, and we're good friends with a gentleman named Eric Coleman. He's he's an NFL veteran, plays for the Jets. He's on SNNY. So I said, hey, I know this guy Eric Coleman, and I know he's a Long Island guy. He's a New York guy. I said, I know he likes to do stuff like this. I'll ask him if he wants to do it.
Is it loud enough for the podcast?
No, it's silent.
Thank you, bro. Perfect.
I said, I'll shoot him a text, see if he's interested, and if he is, I'll hook you up. And he's like, sure. And once I text, I said, hey, I got this opportunity. Looking for nothing in return. Just wanted to make a simple connection. Yep. He ended up doing it.
Wow.
And the guy who was so bro,
was that Eric Coleman?
That was Eric Coleman, and I got the fulfillment of like, I did that. I made that connection. Yep. I hooked it up. I changed. That's what I got.
When you had done that, and then he didn't speak for long. It wasn't like a long thing. Like, it was a couple of minutes, right? But he got up there, and then we were sitting there watching it, and it's like, wow, that's really cool. And then he wound up doing another interview from one of our other friends, Why Not You Media. They were doing like little,
I know them.
Yeah, like one-off interviews where some of the vendors, like
I heard of them.
Yeah, they interviewed us. They interviewed a couple of the other vendors, and then they got Eric Coleman, sat down and interviewed him for a couple of minutes. So he got like a twofold thing, but just sitting there watching him speak and everybody looking up at him, and then it's like, that's cool, man.
It makes you happy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I got so much fulfillment. Like, I made the connection and it went through, and
so cool.
Both parties were happy. That's what it's for.
It's crazy. It's like I called my buddy once. I got him wrestling booking. He thanked me top to bottom every day. Or I got my other buddy. I got him a film role. He thanked me for weeks. And it wasn't about thanks. It was about like he was excited doing it, happy to do it, and I was able to help him do that. And that made me feel good, right?
But see, that's what it's about.
Yep.
That's the return that you get,
and that's what God wants you to do. God wants you to bring people with you.
Yeah.
But people don't always
help people that need help because it's the right thing to do.
Yep.
True.
Not because you're expecting anything in return. The thing you get in return is the joy of seeing them in a good position, seeing them succeed. That's the joy that you get.
And if they do bring something back to you, great. It's amazing. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? It's one of those things,
Now, different topic I wanted to ask you about. Movies? I see on the Instagram, what?
I was going to say movies?
No.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that. By the way, I don't know if it felt like it, but we're already an hour in.
Holy shit.
There you go. I see that you guys you're buddies with the Costco guys.
Yeah.
Big.
What?
the Costco dudes.
The Rizzler, AJ Big Justice.
AJ, you're saying boom, boom. You know them, bro. Bro, get back on social media. I'm tired of your BS and not knowing what I'm referring to on social media, bro. But
very good friends of mine.
So how did
who's getting bullied now?
Yeah, fucking do it, bro. Fucking unreal. It's not bully. It's fucking partnership. Fucking pony up. How did that? Because those guys are hilarious. First of all, but how did that connection happen?
My groomsman.
I'll show you. Also,
I'll look it up. Costco guys. I'll look it up. Yeah.
My groomsman was a wrestler. Wrestled with him because he was a wrestler years ago. AJ was a wrestler.
Yes, he was.
So my groomsman was a very very good friend with him, and introduced me to him.
Okay.
And then me and AJ became really good friends. And AJ is yes. And AJ is one of literally the greatest people I met in my life. He is such a good heart, such a good human being. If he's actually, I would love to get him on this podcast. You know, I think you'd love it here. He's amazing.
I'd love him to have him on.
I love him to death. I think he is somebody who I say did not let fame make him change, or his son. His son's his full family, his daughter, his wife, amazing people, all of them. They're such, and I'm very blessed to God that I'm thankful to God that I became friends with them because they're just great people.
The Costco guys?
Yeah.
They were originally doing like Costco reviews of the food.
Well, I saw a couple things, and it was like him and a younger. Was it a kid?
His son.
His son. Okay.
They didn't let fame. The whole family. They're super famous. They're viral. They're all these things, and they didn't let fame change them. And they include me in a lot of things, and that means a lot to me.
See, that's
the thing.
And you know what? That's fun. That's interesting. You brought that up where you say like they didn't let fame change them because I've always said that there's a lot of people say money is like the root of all evil, right? Mm-hmm. And I've always said money doesn't change people. It merely amplifies what's already there. Mm-hmm. So if you're a good person at heart, you're truly a genuinely good person, and you've built yourself up and you acquire a lot of money, you can be even more of a good, be even more generous by giving your money out and helping other people. But if you're a dick and then you acquire a lot of money, you're just even bigger of a dick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you see it a lot. You see it a lot.
That's right. I forgot. I've seen AJ. Yeah, I seen him doing his wrestling. Is he still wrestling? Or no? He is.
AEW, yeah.
Oh, he does AEW. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm very lucky to have met him again. Like he's always great vibes. It's just I saw him last week.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I just did that
I've
video.
seen you did like a video with him, like doing like a dad joke or something like that.
That was at his house.
That was
so much. I was in Florida. That was so much fun. Yeah, he's great. He's amazing. Always fun to collaborate with him. Always fun. You know?
They seem like down to earth guys.
They really are.
Like you said, I didn't get the vibe like they were like, once they got viral, they were like, oh.
Some people do. I know people who got. Again, I've never let fame anything. Nothing. If I do a movie, I get home to my wife, and I'm chilling with my wife in bed, just like I was yesterday.
Yeah, see, that's how it should be. It's like you're like, I'm not, because some people they get famous and they kind of forget.
Yep.
And they forget who's with, and you're like, dude, you're such a dick. Like, a question I had back to. Like wrestling, so your nickname is the Power Punch.
The Power Punch,
right? Is that like your signature?
Well, yeah, I'll drink the drink in the ring, fuel up, punch, finish.
That's like your signature move.
Yep.
Is there like what's the?
It went viral. That's how I got signed to Bang Energy years ago.
Is there like a wind up, like something that you do before?
No, so we'll both be down. I'll crawl to the corner. The fans don't really realize. In the beginning, when I was first doing it, they didn't realize what I was crawling to. And then they see in the corner the drink stand in there. So I grab the drink, crack it open, it fucking explodes. I drink it.
You like toss the can into the crowd.
You're like Popeye.
Basically.
Yeah, it's like Stone Cold Steel.
Yes. Kiss my hand, power punch, finish. And that's, I did that for a while.
Do you ever punch somebody with the can in the hand?
Yes.
That's good.
I actually did a crossface, the crossface finisher. With the
what's cross?
The crippler crossface, Chris Benoit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, son. With the can in your hand?
Yes, with the can in my hand.
So have you ever... Have you ever punched somebody and the can explodes?
Yes.
That's
awesome.
It's so awesome. Cool.
But
that makes good TV.
You ever see that video playback on slow mo?
Yep. The first time doing it went viral, and that's how I got signed by Bang.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So you didn't even. So that's so wild. So you didn't even plan.
Nope.
You just happened to have a Bang Energy.
First it was
punched him.
No, it was Rockstar. And
it wasn't.
And the first thing that happens is I go to the ring. For a while, EC3 said, "This should be your character, Vinny. You always drink energy drinks. This is what you do. This is you're very energetic anyway. Like this is what your character should be." Because at first I was like a white meat baby face. I had no character, right? Finally, and I have this character. He helped me find it. I go to the ring, drinking the drink, put the drink down, whatever, and have that different character. But I'm now wrestling for DOA. Devin Drexel, amazing guy. says, Vinny, you should drink the drink and hit your power punch before you finish. Like, that's what you should let the drink fuel you. And I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but I just haven't done it yet. He goes, do it tonight. I'm like, okay. I do it. It goes viral.
So do you tell somebody, listen, I need an energy drink? Like
I have them all the time.
Oh, okay.
I come strapped.
Yeah, I think you.
Do you ever have like? I can imagine like after you finish you pin somebody, you win the match. Somebody like from the crowd throws you an energy, you catch it.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
like up on the turnbuckle.
If you ever want to do that, I'll be the guy to throw.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you ever got a local thing and we're there, I'll hold one.
I'll fly down and do it.
I'll hold one and be like, yo, as soon as you win, get on the nearest turnbuckle and I'll throw it to you. I'll toss it to you.
Come on,
Eric
Kobe
will
and
toss
Shaq.
you another one and you just go like.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
Hell yeah. I love it.
And then you can take a video of it and splice it with like, old school, and it's Stone Cold with 2 beers, and you be like, new school energy.
Hell yeah,
man.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Now that's some viral shit that I like to hear.
Oh yeah.
And then you tag Stone Cold in it.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Do you have a favorite energy drink, or are you sponsored by anybody?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I was sponsored by Bang and then G Fuel, but right now I'm not. I do love Monsters. Those are fun. I occasionally like this flavor, strawberry lemonade. It was very nice.
It was actually very good.
It was very nice.
I don't drink energy drinks, but that was I would drink that.
Ghosts are really good. They have a good clean formula. Yeah, I like Ghosts. I like Celsius's are cool.
My wife loves Celsius.
Yeah, my wife does too.
Fun fact: Celsius was a contributor to the Burn Down podcast.
Nice.
Were they?
So before,
how do I not even know this?
It was like the first $1,000 we ever invested into the podcast.
Was Celsius?
So years ago, I Googled cheap stocks that have potential to grow.
Yes, I do remember this.
I was like 20. You're right, 26.
I do remember.
I just Googled it. I was like, cheap stocks are potential to grow, and it was a Celsius, and I didn't even know it was an energy drink. It just said Celsius. So I was like, fuck it. I don't know. I put like $100 towards it, and after like a year or two, it grew to like $1,000.
Holy shit.
And I wish I kept it, but when we first started, we're like, all right, let's throw $1,000 in here. We'll buy equipment. We'll buy this. And
I do remember that. Yes,
I remember cashing out.
Yeah,
and then once we got the podcast started, that's when it really blew up in stores, and I was like, fuck, man, I could have made like a lot more money if I just kept it. But Celsius was but
then we would not be here 7 years later.
Yeah, who knows?
Thanks, Celsius.
Shout out to Celsius.
I do remember that. I don't remember that it was Celsius was the stock, but I do remember that you had a stock and you're like, I'm just gonna sell this.
Yeah, it was Celsius.
Yeah.
It was
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, funny stuff.
Wow,
so,
man.
That's it's
all right. So we're hour and 8. And you got here early. I want to say, by the way, you showed up early. Well, on time, but it was earlier than most of the times that we have. And 4:15, we got in here 4:30. Bang, started it. We got so much. I don't know when. I
always find that people that travel further
get
always
here.
Because like we've got guys from Pennsylvania, we've got one guy flew from Mexico. They're always here on time. It's the guys that are like semi-local within like an hour.
They come late, yeah.
We had one guy who was he lived up in Westchester, right? And we scheduled for like 4:30. And
which you think is a good time because it's like, all right, if you're from West, you leave at 2:30.
Yeah.
There's no traffic. Yeah. You get here by 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we start.
Yep.
So we scheduled for 4:30. He called me at 3:30 and was like, "Yo, man, it says it's going to take like 2 hours to get to you." And I'm like, "Well, no duh, bro. You're traveling during prime time, rush hour." I'm like, "Don't you live in New York?" He's like, "Listen, don't even bother coming. We'll reschedule it." But I'm like, "Bro, don't you know this? Like coming from..."
Damn.
Well, here's the thing. Like if I have to be anywhere, like we do events in Mamaroneck. We do an event. Next one, you gotta come to it. It's Modern on the Rails.
Okay. Is
the location. It's in Mamaroneck, right by the Mamaroneck train station. Now for Eric, 10 minutes down the road because he lives up in Eastchester, right? But for me, I got to go over the bridges, right? So when the event starts at 7, okay? And we have to be there at 6 p.m. to set up because it's going to take a little bit. You want to set, right? Be there at 6 p.m. So I look at it and I'm like, all right, I know it's going to be rush hour. So I leave at 4. So I know it's going to take like an hour and a half at least, and I give myself an extra half an hour to get there an hour early because I know, right? So when I see people, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to be late," I said, "Don't you look like the night before? Okay, I'm going here tomorrow. I have to be there at this time. How long is it going to take me to get there?" And then you go to Google and you can type in "leave by" or "arrive by," and it tells you. I'm like, and then whatever it says, give yourself another half an hour. You don't do that? You just like, I'm going to leave when
I've been starting to tell people, like, for you, like, I told them, like, I would leave by, like, 2:30 the latest. Because when I don't tell people, I'm like, I should have told them to leave early. But, like, it sounds like you already knew that. But
like, today I saw, 2 hours away. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I'm like, all right. So I woke up 7:30. Made my breakfast. I had a podcast for Pro Wrestling Insider, 10 o'clock in the morning. Did that, and then I ran to my dad's, hang out with him for a few. Stopped by Mom's house. I had to give her something for Grandma, and then I just jetted here. That was it. You know, I gave myself time. I had
you worked backwards.
Yeah, I had to see my dad quick. Grandma, I had to bring her. She wanted something from the store. Got something for her, and then now I just left here. Now I'm here on time. I planned it perfectly. I planned things like that.
But see, you did. You looked at it. You're like, I'm backtracking this. I got to be here by then, so that means I have to leave at this time, which means I got to go to Grandma's here, which means I got to go to my dad's here, which means, like, and you backtrack.
Yep.
And then you give yourself an extra half an hour. Okay, if I get stuck in traffic, this, that, and the next.
Yeah, not everyone doesn't think like that, unfortunately.
All right, so I'm going to make a complete pivot here. Not only are you a wrestler, but you're an actor.
Yeah.
And you're doing commercials, you're doing movies, more specifically some horror movies.
I freaking love it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, how did you get into that? Were you always a horror fan?
Yes. So I was always a horror fan. I started acting.
What kind of horror, though? Are you like into more of like the monster?
Halloween. Okay, so, no, yeah.
Like serial killer monster?
I like Halloween, Chucky, Freddy, Jason, the classics. Then I also love Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman. I love the classics.
So you like some of them. You like more of the monster horror.
Yes.
Okay.
Not like the House of 1,000 Corpse.
But that's good,
that too.
I like that, too.
No, but not like Annabelle or any of that.
I'm into the satanic stuff. That I'm good with.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because that's like, I'm not really a big horror film guy.
Same, yeah.
But when I think of the horror films, I don't watch any of the satanic stuff.
If it's demons, it's like, okay.
I don't want none of that.
Yeah, because honestly, for me, like, that shit is real.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And I don't watch that.
No, yeah.
And it's even to the point where, like, if we're watching a movie, like, we'll be watching, like, the Haunted Mansion? Some of those movies?
Love those.
And they do, like, a seance. I'm muting it. Because I don't know. They're not speaking my language. I don't know what language they're speaking. And I ain't about to unleash some door into my home because whatever they're saying on the TV.
Yeah.
F that. Mute. No.
Smart.
I ain't doing that stuff. But the monster stuff,
awesome.
I'm cool with the monster stuff.
You know, you see the good guy win in the end. It's all great. But again,
monster stuff I like.
I do love horror very much. I'm very, very thankful for the way the horror community has embraced me. You know what I mean? The only problem, not problem, the only thing is none of my horror movies I did came out yet. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you can't.
They were all. I mean, I can mention them, but they were like my first film I ever did was like last year, right?
Okay, so yeah, so it's not.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't want to ask for the title because you might be.
No, go ahead. Crimson Harvest was one of them.
Okay,
that was awesome. I played a villain detective. Awesome.
Villain detective.
Yeah, so much fun.
That's pretty cool.
So that weekend, it was September 28th weekend of this year. I flew out and filmed a thriller, I guess you could say, or a mob movie with John Fiore from Sopranos.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
And Robert Mukes from Thousand Corpse. I filmed with them too in a film called Family Ties. That was in L.A.
Nice.
Did that.
Nice.
Then I had a wrestling comedy show that next day, and then I flew home Sunday for Monday to film Crimson Harvest.
So these are just 1 day films, like 1 day shoots?
2 days. It was like Friday, Saturday. No, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday was filming Family Ties, and then I had Friday. When I left to film Friday, so Friday filming ended around 6. I then went to Shane Hartline. He's an actor and he's in wrestling. He has a wrestling comedy show. He's a comedian also. Did that show with him. It was amazing. I was on a panel. Think The Voice in wrestling, right?
Okay.
I was on a panel with Jonathan Coachman. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
And Josh Barnett from UFC, MMA. So did that. That was amazing. Yeah, it was great. That was amazing. And then the next day filmed again, and then flew him Sunday, and then Monday I filmed Crimson Harvest.
Monday was just a 1 day thing?
2 days.
2 days.
Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. And that was Crimson Harvest, where I played detective. And then October I played for a horror anthology. I did It's called A Fragmented Mind. I filmed as a John Hook, my name. It was a PTSD war veteran.
So how do you get these gigs? Do you have a separate agent?
So these came myself, actually, just through word of mouth. Who I met, I impressed people. Thankfully, I impressed people on the set of Crimson Harvest, and the word traveled. And then I got
so you had just like through friend of a friend or connections. They're like,
so
And they're like, hey, we have an opening. Maybe you could play this part, and you're like, let me give it a shot. Mm-hmm. See, because I always wondered, like, how do people get, because some of these, actors that you see on these big shows, they start somewhere, and a lot of times, as you see, they'll have, we're filming this next series, and we have a new person we're casting, and people go to auditions or they send in audition tapes, but a lot of times they need an agent to back, like they won't accept an audition unless there's an agency behind it, and it's like, but how do you, if you don't know, if you're just somebody who's starting out, can you do that? Can you be like, hey, listen, I want to try this. Give me a shot. Go to an audition by yourself. Who represents you? Me. I don't have an agency.
Indie horror is such a massive niche, and it's so
independent films. You don't need agencies. It's just
you do. You can need them. You can. But I mean, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like because of my name value and what I've done in my career, I'm able to.
If you're good,
I've done some things in my career where I've been on some really big stages.
Brag that shit, bro. You worked hard for it.
Yeah, and
we actually had somebody on the show too that was like did an independent film. They actually did, instead of their honeymoon, the money they saved.
They do a film.
They did a film,
Smart.
which was really cool.
Yeah,
and we told them like, "Hey, listen, like,
it's smart.
If you guys are doing independent films, you need a big old German that smokes cigars. I could play that role."
and then that movie gets sold to a studio. And there you go. There's your money.
And then, but see, and that's where it's like right place, right time, or you just get your foot in the door. Because some people are like, hey, I'm just gonna do. I did a short little film. Some people, filming. They're like, oh, I don't have the time. It takes 3 months of filming. Yeah, that's if you're doing a whole Netflix series and you're the main character.
Yes.
But if you do a small independent film, maybe you're not the main, maybe you're kind of a side character or like a background, you have a couple of lines, you do 2 days.
The thing is, though, indie horror is huge. So it's not even like the indies. Like these things get seen by thousands upon thousands of people. So it's not some small thing.
Well, I also feel like that's how the big directors and the writers, well, I don't really know. There's the writers and then there's directors and producers and the whole spiel of people, how they scout.
Yep.
Right? Like if you're a scout for a college basketball team, where do you go? You go to high school basketball. You go to AAU tournaments and you scout.
It's all who you know, too.
That's right. But you can watch an indie film. Like, I'm going to scout. I'm going to watch a couple indie films. Yep. One of my friends said he did an indie film, and I'm going to watch it. Oh, you know what? That guy did a good job. Who is that? Let me find out who this person is. Next thing you know, you get a phone call. Hey, I saw you in some indie film.
Exactly. And another thing is, some of these indie films are some big directors that are there just hanging out and watching or helping or
scouting.
There you go.
Yeah, seeing.
And that's actually what happened with one of my movies.
Or maybe it's a writer who has a story and he's looking for not only actors, but maybe he's looking for a producer.
Literally,
I want to see how this guy's producing this film. I like the way he's doing it.
Yep. And literally one of them. I did a different horror film, and one of the guys there was like, "Hey, I'm putting together a wrestling script. You're a wrestler. I want you in this." There we go.
Yeah. Bada bang, bada boom.
You know what I mean? Fantastic. So it's all who you know. It's right place, right time. It's always giving your best, no matter what. Always. No matter how small the role could be, or no matter how big it is, always give your best. And I'm blessed to have filmed in a decent amount of movies my first year, right? And I'm very blessed for it. And and the horror community, the horror fans have been so kind and generous and just amazing to me, and I love it so much. And also the wrestling and horror community kind of intertwines too, which is amazing. I love that. So I'm just very thankful for it.
So when you say they've been good feedback, they accept you, like, what do you mean by that?
Like they make you feel special, right? These fans, like, they'll come see you, they'll give you a hug, they'll bring you a gift, they'll comment on your post, they're supportive, they make you feel good. And I love that so much.
You know what? I'm going to agree with that too, because we get that on the show. Like, we'll do huge events, and like we've gotten some messages by people that went through surgery in the hospital and they're recovering, and they send us messages like, hey, listen, I had a heart surgery, I had this, and I was laying in the hospital bed for weeks and I was trying to recover, and I found your podcast and I've just been listening to it every single day, and you helped me get through recovery.
Yep.
And I'm like, that is so incredible, because it's somebody that I don't know them personally. We don't know them personally, but they found us and we helped them through a difficult time. Or we'll go to a networking event. We're sitting there and somebody comes up like, hey, man, I've been watching you guys for years. I love you guys. You're hilarious, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's your name? We start talking about. We'll have guests that they've been watching the show for a while and now they're a guest on the show and they bring us gifts. Like this was a gift right here. We just had somebody that did a concealed carry. He has a concealed carry business, and he brought this into us. He said, "Hey, I thank you for being on the show." He brought a bottle of bourbon, and he was like, "Hey, I got a gift for you."
Wow!
And like they bring us stuff, and I'm like,
shout out to Jerry.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so. Jerry concealed carry. You can find him.
It's
on.
amazing,
but it's awesome.
So it's good to have that, and wrestling fans are awesome too, obviously. But just the horror fans have just it's like wow. I was like. Very pleasantly surprised, how well,
and the wrestling background probably helps, like as you said, you do your own stunts.
Very much so. Very, very. The wrestling background has helped. I would say, me being a wrestler has helped me out. Infinite.
Improv ability, stunt ability.
Yeah, having a resume where I've been on television a lot.
Do people go on?
I'm sorry, and it's probably helped with your ability to perform
wrestling. Yes,
to perform. On long days with not a lot of rest, because when you're filming, like you said, you're flying here, you got to film, then you're flying back, you got to do this, and this. And if you're on set, sometimes you're doing 12, 14 hours, 16-hour days on set when you've got 4 hours of sleep. Being that you've done that time and time again in the wrestling industry, where you're like, I flew to Dubai and I've got 1 hour of sleep, but now I got to perform a match where it's testing me physically to the limits. Having that ability helps when you're like, oh, you guys are doing 14-hour days. Like, you've got this is easy for me. Like, what are you talking about? Drink some energy drink and suck it up.
Like, do you have like any wrestlers people compare you to? Like, oh, you remind me of so and so.
John Cena, I've gotten before.
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten John Cena. I've gotten. Who else?
I don't know why. I want to say Rey Mysterio.
No, why?
I don't know why.
Because I'm 5'8"?
No, I don't
why
know.
John Cena?
I think
why John Cena?
I was, you doing movies now? Oh, what do you like, John Cena? Yeah, I guess.
I would think more because you're more like the positive and like good,
maybe that too.
Good.
Okay, I don't. Maybe a little when he took his mask off.
Jeez, everyone thinks I'm Spanish. Everyone.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Anyone else besides Cena?
I'm not offended. Don't worry.
Maybe not.
I have fans tell me terrible things sometimes. Like, not fans, but people who are wrestling fans who hate me. I hear the worst shit.
But that's part of the job. Yeah. It's part of the job, man.
Can't please everybody.
You're going to have people that love you, and you're going to have people that hate you. You're a character that you're playing.
Yeah.
People love you and people hate you. People love Stone Cold. People hate Stone Cold, okay? Like,
if you hate Stone Cold, I think you're a
no, but I'm just saying, like, you're part. People love you, people hate you. It's part of the job, man.
What's the hardest part for you being a pro wrestler? Like, what's the hardest part? No sleep, body hurting.
The mental part of it.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I want to do more, but it's like, oh my god, I'm doing so much now already. How much more could I do? Just not feeling like it's never enough. That's what it is.
So how do you get past
just
that?
doing things?
Just keep going.
Keep going.
I would have weeks where I have like 10 podcasts a week, and that's how I feel. Like, okay, you know what? I'm not thinking about I'm not thinking about that shit. You know what I mean? Or why am I not here? But I don't do that anymore. I'm very happy where I am, and I'm very happy that
you do what you can.
Yeah.
And yeah. All right, I gotta.
So
I've done a lot for it. I've done a lot.
So I feel like the mental is probably the hardest part.
It's really hard.
To feel like you're not doing enough, or all the what ifs, or the stuff that keeps you up at night. So it's just like what you say before, like the devil lives in an empty mind.
Oh, I've always said bad habits are formed in the white spaces on your calendar.
Yeah, there you go, something like that.
I've always said so it's like we're people that like if your calendar isn't filled up, or if you've just got a whole bunch of emptiness where you're not doing anything, then you wind up not doing anything. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Again, that sounds kind of cliche, but it's like if you don't have stuff planned and you don't plan out your day, you don't have like things that you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, then you ultimately just have a big empty space. And you're like, you ultimately just sit there and scroll, and you're like 6 hours goes by, and you're like, I didn't do anything.
Yep.
It's like, well, you didn't plan anything. Like you gotta. And some days it's fine to have empty spaces in the calendar.
Oh yeah,
it's fine. Like some days, I just want to veg on the couch, and it's a veg day. But when you turn veg days into veg weeks into veg months,
then you're screwing yourself.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need a break. You need, like, especially a schedule like you where you're going bang, 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 bang all day long. I imagine some days you're like, I ain't doing shit today.
How
I'm
much
putting on a bunch of horror films and I'm chilling.
Chilling out. Watching the Bible. That's it.
On a daily average, how much sleep do you think you get?
Not a lot.
4 hours?
Maybe 5. Maybe.
That's enough.
Not a lot.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Just to get by.
Just
But
recharge.
I'm
the
assuming after like a week of doing that, you're like, all right, I need like a full day of rest.
I occasionally have a full day of rest. Very, very, very rare. You know,
Okay.
like.
But those days are probably great, aren't they?
I'm still doing emails and.
Yeah, no, but physical rest.
Oh yeah, they're okay. Yeah.
You probably like I want to
He's
get
like,
out there.
nah,
but
I don't fucking
you probably
stop.
have a mental battle of I want to keep going. Like
Yeah.
I want to keep going mentally. Like I'm going. I gotta go. I want to go. I want to go. But then physically, the other side, you're like, no, you need to chill.
Yep.
Like I feel like the same thing happen like in the gym sometimes where you're like, I want to go. I want to go. I got to get in the gym. 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 But then some days you're like, you got to give your body a rest. Don't do the gym today.
Yep.
You need a break. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you're going to burn out.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I feel good. I can go. I could do something. I can go and do abs. It's like, no, don't do anything. You got to chill today. Mm-hmm. So there's that constant battle
Body's
of
rest.
Yeah.
The what's the best piece of advice you ever got from somebody for wrestling or just in general?
No, do both. Do wrestling, and then
Well, I'd say best advice I could give. I don't know because when someone asks me for advice, I say do everything. You know, like you aren't just a wrestler. You are a brand, right? Like I'm a wrestler, yeah, but I'm also doing movies. I'm also doing brand deals. I'm also doing modeling. I've also, so you aren't just a wrestler.
John Cena. You're compared to John Cena. He's not just a wrestler.
You do everything.
Does everything. The Rock. The Rock started as a wrestler. Now
I'm watching like Toyota commercials. And I'm like, that's John Cena talking.
Exactly.
Yeah. But look at The Rock. The Rock started he started as football. Wanted to be a football player. Wasn't going to happen. Became a wrestler.
Yeah.
And now he's the biggest actor on the planet.
My thing is, okay, here's some big advice. Don't think, just do. What I mean by that is, don't do. And this is a problem I had for a while. Is I would think I would do something big and be like, oh, this is going to bring me here. This is going to get me this. I'm gonna make this much money. And that kills your joy because you're expecting all these things to happen from that one opportunity, and it doesn't happen, right? So it's like, don't think, just do. And I had 8 months of don't think, just do, and I got myself into insane opportunities.
And I'm going to feed off of that too, because there's a lot of times where people, they do too much thinking and it prevents them from doing.
Yep.
Because they spend all of the time thinking, I got to do it. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to plan this. But what if this goes? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do. And they, next thing you know, they spend weeks and weeks and weeks thinking about what they're going to do without actually ever doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard someone say the other day, actually, it was like, with all the overthinking of the bad stuff or the stuff that isn't happening, what if you just flipped and do overthinking of all the good stuff?
Yeah.
That's huge too. So
Think of what can go right instead of what could go wrong.
Overthink all the good stuff.
Yeah, like what could happen? This could happen. This could happen. This could happen. All the good things, not like but this could happen. No, think about what could go right instead of what could go wrong.
Yeah. And a lot of the time is like, so I'll tell you what. When I was 2 years ago, I was trying very hard to get signed by this agent now that I'm with now. Thanks to God, I got signed and all that stuff. But I was chasing it, right? And me and my wife I had a European tour in Finland, England, and France, and it was the best time of our life. But a lot of that time, I was on my phone doing business and trying to figure things, trying to get this, that. You know what I mean? And my mind wasn't fully on my wife. I did my wrestling. I had a bunch of shows. I had wrestled in the Helsinki Metal Festival. It was sick in front of thousands of people. It was amazing in this big giant Helsinki stadium. Helsinki's huge for metal. So we did all that fun stuff, all that fun travel. But I was there, and I had the best time with my wife. But I was consistently on my phone, thinking about what else I could do, right? And the days I wrestled. But days in between, I would try to go with my wife somewhere and do something. Like she had a itinerary. Oh, we're gonna go to Helsinki, the city, and we'll do something with the city. And then one day we'll go to Suomenlinna, which is like a little island in Finland. We did that, and like
I'm part Finnish.
Really, it's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
And France, we did France, and it was like I love France so much. Like we did this Palace of Versailles, and it was all an amazing time, and I was present, but I should have had my phone away the whole time.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, let me just see if I can do this email quick. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
and you get
when you're
stuck in
present,
that.
when you're present, be present.
Yeah,
It's hard.
and it's hard
hard.
to ignore. It's hard to ignore.
It's
'cause
hard.
I'm in the same boat.
The thing is though, the hardest part is I'm doing this for her, for us, for our future.
It's tough.
And it's
It's
like
tough.
you're mad at me for doing business so much,
but it's getting us all this.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're here. Look where we are right now because of this.
But it's also tough because like you have to remember
I know what you
why you're doing. Like, yes, I'm doing this all for you, but you also have to remember like the for there's us as well. Like,
Yep.
it's
Being
not
present.
it's being present. Like, I'm doing this to provide for all of us, but it's like, okay, that's fantastic, but like I want you. Like, I want, we have to be together, make sure that we're still I'm not getting the right words out, but
being a human being with your wife.
it's a balance, right?
Yes.
Because it's like, great, you can have all the money in the world, but if the relationship with your wife sucks, then the money doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Right? So it's like, yeah,
You're right.
I'm doing all this, I'm doing this for you. You're like, yeah, but you're never around for me, so I don't care about all the money.
That's
an extreme of it, but
it's hard.
It's the
No,
balance of that.
It's a huge double-edged sword.
100%.
It really is.
Well, I said this before on the show. It's I always think of it like a stool, like this chair right here. You got 4 legs in this chair, and I always think of the 4 F's. Think about each leg of a stool. There's your faith, your fitness, your finances, and your family.
Yep.
4 F's.
Yep.
You can do the 4 healths. You can do your spiritual health, your financial health, your physical health, and then your relational health.
Yep.
If all 4 of those legs are strong in your life, you have your finances are taken care of, your faith is taken care of, your physical fitness is taken care of, and your family is taken care of. Your relation with your family. Not talking about like providing, but your relation, your relationship with your family. If those are all 4 strong, you can stand on that stool and it's never going to topple.
Yep.
But if you have one leg of that stool that is really strong, you got all the money in the world, but you got no relationship with God, you have your physical fitness is terrible, and you have no relation with your family, that stool is going to fall over and collapse.
Brutal. Yep.
But you have all the money in the world, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Even if you have 2, you have all the money in the world and your physical fitness is through the roof, but you got no relationship with God and your relationship with your family sucks.
Yep.
The stool's not going to stand. Even 3, the stool might stand, but as soon as you lean on that one, it falls over.
Yep.
That's why it's
Crazy.
a balance of everything. Like, finances is great,
4 Fs.
but you got to have the balance on everything. And that's the difficult part, is when you're trying to chase something so much, you're like, hold on, I need to come back to reality for a second. Why am I doing this all? What's my why for chasing all this? My why is over here, right? With my family. I got to make sure my relationship with my family is really good too. This is all great and stuff, but sometimes, just like, I'll make some sacrifices over here to go over here, I got to make some sacrifices over here to pay it back this way, right? So there's that balance, and that's where you say sometimes it's difficult, but then as you learn and learn and learn, you get more.
I'm working on it. I've done pretty good lately at it, I think, but it's just not easy though. It's not an easy thing.
No, it's hard to know that something needs to be done, and you want to get it done, but not right in this moment.
But what's more important in the moment, right?
You mentioned your wife. You said your wife is basically your best attribute. For without her,
supportive.
But without her, you wouldn't be where you are today. Elaborate a little bit on that. How much has your wife done for you? Like, give us
just supportive. Like, I've gone. I couldn't be with me, right? I would want more attention, more time. Like, I travel so much. I do bring her a lot with me places, but not all the time. So I'm not home a lot, or if I'm home, I'm doing podcasts, I'm doing interviews, doing emails. I just don't stop, and she's supportive. She's pushing me. She's telling me, it's been amazing, and
so she understands,
truly understands hustle.
And she's been with you, I'm assuming, since the beginning?
Yeah.
Or almost?
Well, I was in Ring of Honor when I met her. So I was 20 when I met her.
Okay.
And you've been married for how long?
She got married in 2023.
Okay, so this is going to be your 30th.
So you've been together for almost 6 years, essentially.
Yeah, so 6 years, we're going to be married for 3.
So she's seen basically you kind of on the uprise, and now she's been here for the whole ride.
Oh, yeah. And then she's seen me with Ring of Honor when we parted ways for a little while. I kind of... Then COVID happened. So that's no wrestling. I got chubby, and she was there for it all. So she was seeing me at my worst, seeing me at my best.
Any kids?
No. In the future?
Yeah.
One in the future. One, maybe. You know, we're waiting now. We're just doing a lot of business together. Now I'm getting her involved in film. You know,
nice.
You know, so she's doing stuff too, commercials. Like we're doing stuff together. You know, we just did a Universal Studios Florida invited us down to Florida to do a content thing. So we did that together. You know,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah. So we definitely want one eventually, but we're enjoying our lives. You know,
And then you're going to be setting up a little mini ring.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Suplexing him into the couch.
You're 26, so you know you've been doing this for a while. So you're just getting started. But it's important. You know, you've seen a lot of successful men and women, but if their partner isn't their best support system, you can see how that can be dragged down.
I've seen it growing up in wrestling, and I've seen it in every industry. You know, it's brutal. And, you know, I love going home, and, you know, I that's the thing. I love going home. You know, I see people who don't want to go home, you know, or I see people who will do anything they can not to go home. You know what I mean? And when the work's done,
that's not
a life you want to live, though.
No,
like you don't want to keep doing things to stay away from home. You want to do things and be happy to go home.
Like, for example, like, it's just after an event, I'm like, damn, that was a great event. Now it's gonna go home and I'm gonna enjoy my time with my wife now.
You know?
See, like the only time I want to leave home is with my wife.
Exactly.
Because I work from home, so I sometimes like I won't leave the house for like a few days because I work from home and we have our son. Or like I'm like, can we go somewhere? Like, can we just leave the house? But like we'll go together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to leave the house to get away. I want to leave the house with her. Like, hey, let's go just so that I can get some fresh air.
It's important. I mean, like I said, I've seen it too where, you know, guys are like, oh, fuck, man, I don't want to go back home. I don't want to fucking do this. And it's like...
I feel sorry for
or they can't chase their dream because of their woman. That's
too.
the big one too.
Yeah, you know, it's like, they have all these aspirations, all these goals. And like I know a buddy who's a smart kid. He's really super funny. And years ago, I'm like, dude, you should be like a fucking comedian. Like, you are hilarious. You're so witty. You have all these funny jokes. Like, even if you started a podcast and he's like, I don't know, and he's not with the woman anymore, but his always excuses, I don't know if she would like it. I don't know if she would like the attention. And I'm like, you shouldn't be with her then, man. Like, you have a lot of funny potential. Like, you'd be off the charts, hilarious.
She got with me when I was doing wrestling, so she knew what she was getting herself into. But, you know, just the support, just amazing. That's all I can really say. Just I'm blessed.
It's super simple, but like it's super important.
Oh,
it sounds simple, like, oh yeah, my wife supports me, but not every wife is supportive.
You think she wants to sit down? You think she wants to sit and watch me wrestle every single? You know what I mean?
No, it's.
But she's getting to go travel to beautiful countries.
She definitely enjoys the perks.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
There's
It's the give and take. That's the beautiful thing about marriage too. Is it's like there's always this. You know, it's I'm all in for you and you're all in for me. And I'm supporting everything that you do, and you support everything that I do, and we're like, and there's gonna be like some sacrifices. I'll sacrifice some stuff to do some things with you, and you sacrifice some stuff to do some things with me, and it's like, but there's that balance of and that's where a beautiful relationship is when you both are in it 100%. Somebody says, "Oh, marriage is 50-50." It's not. It's 100% in and 100% in. I'm giving you all of me, and you're giving me all of you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Whatever that entails. That's what a beautiful relationship makes, and that's what when you get somebody that's so supportive. Like, listen, I understand the travel, I get it. I'm there for travel, but then I imagine that there's some times where, like, if she were to come to you and say, "Honey, I want to like this Saturday, whatever, I want to be together with you all day, just us, blah blah blah." You'd be like, "Okay, no problem."
August, no phone. We're going to Bahamas. Phone away in the hotel room.
No problem.
We did it.
No problem.
I did fail a few times, checking the phone a little bit. But I'll say this.
Isn't it wild how much life is out there when you don't have your phone?
It's pretty crazy. I was sitting out there in the Bahamas in the they have these like underwater like seats, and you're just like, damn. But then I'm like, damn, who's texting me right now? But the thing is, one thing that really got to me after our wedding, we got married 11/11/23. I had a wrestling booking in Japan, and I left Christmas Day. So I missed Christmas.
That's tough.
Yeah, and she was cool with it.
That's tough.
That is tough, isn't it? Our first Christmas married, I went to Japan.
Yeah, I imagine she's cool with it the first one, but if you miss every Christmas for the next couple of years. She's like, "Listen, honey, I'll give you this one, all right?"
That's about it.
I'll give you this pass.
But that's about it. Right? No, that's because when I was in, my wife and I went to St. Lucia, and that's where I actually proposed to my wife. This was years ago. And they have those hammocks that are like in the ocean.
So cool.
And the hammock is just at that level where when the waves come in, it hits you, but then when the waves go out, it doesn't hit you, so you're like laying on a hammock, and then the water will take you up, and then you lay in the
So nice.
And we're sitting there, right? And I'm laying in the hammock, right? And she's like on the swing, and I'm just sitting there. There's no phone, just having my cigar, and the water's just like up, down. I'm just like,
It's life.
Like this, I don't want to go. Like this is great.
Wow.
This is fantastic. I'm here at my wife. Like you're just no phone. You're just and just looking out. Like,
what beats that?
It's great. It's fantastic.
Now let's dive into a little bit of how we originally got here. It was essentially over cigars.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have one more question on wrestling before we get into cigars.
Right.
Do you have a wrestling, like either a wild wrestling, maybe a match that you went completely awry, or a match that was just so out there that it was like unexpected, or a match that just sticks out in your brain like that was crazy,
or your favorite match,
Yeah. Like one where you guys both got back and you're in the, I don't know if it's the locker room, you're in the locker room, you're like, what the fuck just happened?
I've had so many matches, so it's hard to think.
One that just sticks out in your brain like that was a cool match.
How many matches have you had, you think?
I don't
1,000?
High hundreds, I would say.
One that just sticks out. First one comes to your brain, you're like, wow, that one was cool.
Cool, I tag team with Hurricane and Rosie in my first 2 months in. Hurricane was in, remember Hurricane and Rosie?
I remember the Hurricane.
Tag team champions. Yeah, Hurricane, and then Rosie was...
Wait, the green guy, the Hurricane?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Okay. They were tag team champions in WWE.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I tag teamed with them pretty early on in my career.
So it was a 3-man team?
Yeah. I was insane. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm tag teaming with them? No way. I was like, this is so cool. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like
oh my god,
the first couple of months.
Did you ever get one where it was like you were, you're going back and forth with this guy, and he's like, all right, listen, I'm gonna throw you here or something, and then he kind of threw you like a little too hard. You're like, whoa, like I went flying. I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, I had a match last year. My opponent was punching me in the face,
like literally,
like he's new, so he really probably didn't know so well. So what did he do first? He jumped me in the beginning, boom, boom, boom. I go to the floor, and he gave me a strike, and he like a bare hand smack, but like this, right in my face, like right like this. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, that was hard, And I was like, okay, that sucks. And a lot of the time, something called receipts. Someone punches you in the face, you hit them back. I don't do receipts. That's something I do. A receipt's like, okay, someone hurts you or hits you hard, you hit them back a little hard.
Yeah.
And you get back to them.
It's kind of like a warning, like, yo, you shouldn't. You hit me a little too hard, so I hit you.
I don't do receipts. Accidents happen, right? It's not something I do. But
what if okay, the first time he hits you, and like, all right, it was an accident. Maybe I came forward a little bit by accident. What if he does it multiple times?
So, okay, for me, a receipt is you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back on purpose. Mm-hmm. That's right. I don't do that, right? I do hit hard, regardless. People hit hard. I do. I'm one of those guys. I hit very safe. Very, very safe. Never hurt anybody.
But it's hard.
I hit very hard. Very, very hard. To the point where people who don't wrestle probably can't take it. So he hit me in the face first. Okay, I said, all right, dude. Like I said, hit you right in the fucking face. Sorry. Don't do that. Like I grabbed him. Like, bro. Like I hit him once. I'm like, bro. Like that might hit me in the face. Beat him up a little bit regularly. Throw him in the ring. I hit a move on him. I pin him. He kicks out. He hits me with a move. Pins me. I kick out of the pin. And as he's standing over me, he just punches me right in the face, like a strike, right in the face again.
Like right here.
You don't hit in the face. That's not what you hit, right? Mm-hmm. You hit like in safe places, like we have meat, like the chest.
Yeah, the chest, the shoulder,
here,
the back,
upper back. You don't hit in the face. He found a way to hit me in the face like 8 times in the match.
Shit.
I don't know how he did.
Did you say something afterwards?
Yeah. Like, dude, like, it's me and I'm chill and I don't do that stuff, but anybody else might
hurt you,
screw you up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Or like yell at you or do something to you or maybe even hurt you in a serious way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gave him a strike back pretty hard, but like nothing unsafe.
But you're not intentionally trying to injure him.
No.
Because you're like, listen, we're professionals here. We're trying to do this in the safest way possible.
And this person's hitting me in the face like 8 times. And we get to the back. My eyes are burning from being smacked in the face. And I sat down. I'm like, dude, like, listen, it's me. I'm never gonna like hurt somebody back because I don't believe in that. But
If you do it again, I might.
Yeah, no, if
You don't fuck around, you might find out.
anybody
I
else,
don't believe in it, but I might if you do it again. Okay.
anybody else, bro? Like, I'm sitting down with them. Anybody else would either yell at you or hurt you back or just
Break your nose.
talk
Yeah.
or talk shit about you to help you not get booked and like screw your career up.
Which that is probably the worst of everything.
You don't want that reputation to be like, okay, this guy's unsafe. That you do not want that. So I told them
Because then nobody's going to want to match with you.
or
and you're,
if
and
no
you're
one
done.
book you.
You're done.
So I told him that, and I hope hopefully he listened. But after that, I told him that advice. He was jiggling around like happy, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean,
Did
you ever get like?
You ever wrestle him again?
No.
Did you ever get like thrown through a table, like out of the ring or something? And you're like, oh man, that one was rough.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, because you get hit in the back like a chair a bunch of times, you get thrown through a table a bunch of times. I don't want to say you get used to it, but you kind of expect the feeling. Was there any one where you're like, ooh, that one stung a little more?
An Alabama Slam.
What's that?
It is basically, say I'm standing up, and I'll hold one leg, and the person's head is over here, right?
Okay.
And their back,
Oh, yeah.
their stomach's on my back, and they slam me that way,
Okay.
like.
Yeah. So their head's hanging, and they like slam you.
Your face is in their ass.
Yeah.
So slam, and they're going over me, and that I took that once, and I never want to do that again because you don't.
Wait. So you got their legs. So they're like, so you got they're facing you.
No.
My
they're facing the other way.
Listen, my nose is in your ass crack.
And you're holding the legs.
Like this.
Oh, so they're facing out. So their head's like here, facing that way.
Yes.
Your face is in my ass crack, and I'm going.
Oh, and then they sling you over
On your
Sling
back.
me over on my back.
So it's like a super power bomb.
Yeah. So but now this person that did it to me, I'm the one hanging over. They're like 6'6".
Oh.
So they swung me and slammed me for that move. I didn't know when I would be landing, so I didn't brace myself the right way, and they did it to me, and my head snapped back.
Oh.
And it was the sound of a baseball bat. It sounded like
Damn.
knocked me out a little
Did you get a concussion?
bit. Probably. That move sucks.
So you never done it again?
I tried not to. Actually, recently someone was like, "Oh, I do an Alabama Slam."
Did you know what the Alabama Slam was prior to that?
It's a move.
And he's like, "I'm going to do it."
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, cool. Everyone, it's a shitty move to take.
Yeah.
And then
Just not through a table, just right on the rim.
on the mat. Yep.
Oh.
You know, if they're shorter, maybe it's easier. But this person was really tall, so I had no idea when I'd be landing.
Now, are you taught to try to tuck so
Yeah,
you
of
don't
course.
smack your head?
Yeah, but that I didn't know when I was.
The timing was off.
I didn't even know where I was when it was.
So you slammed
but
your head.
I think he spun with it, so I was spinning, and then he did it as I was spinning.
Damn.
So you were just like, I'm along for the ride. I got no idea where I
sucks.
am.
That's like when
Yep.
when Batista would do like the super power bomb. Like you're basically your nutsack is in his face, and he picks you up. Then he fucking slams you.
That not as bad. It sucks. That move sucks. It hurts very bad, but not as bad as Alabama Slam.
But I feel like with that is you're right side up, so you can kind of see your
Have an
bearings
idea.
and you see yourself go up. But if you're upside down and then getting swung, you just lose
Your whole equilibrium's all fucked up.
you're all
It was
messed
terrible.
up.
Yeah.
I got kicked in the face once, and baseball,
Sweet chin music. Bam.
No, the guy did like a Pele kick. So so for example, I'm bent over from the ground up, he kicked me in the face. I was bleeding everywhere. That was a rough one. But
Did you get thrown out of rings?
I have, yeah.
Like somebody tossed you?
Yeah, that you learn how to do that. But
I feel like around the ring, I mean, it looks like there's a little bit of padding, but you're still
Not always.
You're still getting thrown from like 10 feet in the air.
yeah, not always though. Sometimes they're not padding. But yeah, that was the worst one. And actually, as of recently, someone's like, "Hey, I do an Alabama Slam. Want to take that?" I was like, "What else do you do? can we do something else, please?" Here?
Well, I imagine like there's some like I've seen some where they get thrown out on like the announcer's table.
Yeah.
And like the hit, and I think about it. I go, okay, so I'm assuming that's just like a regular folding table underneath that, but like you're getting thrown from a ring that is, I don't know how tall it is. You're getting thrown from 8 feet in the air, and there's a bunch of crap on the table. Like you're landing on a microphone.
Yep.
And the microphone's a real microphone because they got to be able to announce it. So, like, if you land and the microphone, like, hits you in the back, you're probably like, son of a... Like, I'm used to the table, but that pen jammed me in the ass. Like, that kind of hurts, you know? You get random things that you can't plan for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I could definitely imagine that.
Dude, that's going to be brutal, man.
Alabama Slam.
Okay, last
Never
question
again.
before we go on to the cigars one. Do you ever have a fight that, like, So you always see there's the fights that are in the rings, right? And then you get thrown out and you have some fight around the ring.
I love doing that.
Have you ever gotten to fights where like they go into the crowd or like you're backstage and you continue the fight?
I was going to ask, like, do fans like ever try like hit you a little bit if you're in the crowd?
Fans.
But have you taken it into the crowd?
Yeah. Fans are usually chill.
That'd be so cool.
Fans are usually chill.
Yeah.
Like you're like, that's it. I'm just throwing you over the barrier. We're going.
Well, my wife had my book bag that I and she was sitting in one of the chairs. I had something in the book bag that I used in the match. I remember I was like, I don't know what it was.
A Monster Energy drink.
Something like that. So I grabbed it for my wife during the match, took the thing out, hit the guy with it, and gave my wife the bag back. It was just funny,
Yeah, it's funny.
But no, so yeah, fans have been usually really good when I go.
Have you gone backstage?
Yeah.
Like you just take the fight, like you go back up the ramp and you're just crawling them up.
The best.
Because now it's like free range. You're like, listen, we're used to this ring.
Outside, in the street.
Yeah, you're just like, you just keep going.
I did a match once in
cameras are following you.
Yeah. we did a match in the convenience store next door, beating the shit out of the person in the convenience store.
That's like Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
Right. That's hysterical.
Fun shit. I love
That's
it.
hysterical.
That's great, man. See, that's where it's like, I feel like, that's the cool stuff that you look forward to because the ring is, I don't want to say imagine it gets like monotonous because it's like every match you're in the ring, and you probably do like some of the similar moves. But then when you venture out, you're outside of the ring, you're up the ramp. Now it's like, all right, this we're going completely off. We're just making this up as we go along. This is great, man.
It's fun,
and you're probably feeding it like you're trying not to crack a smile because you're enjoying it so much. You're trying to stay stone cold face, but you're like, I'm having so much fun. I'm like a kid right now.
It's great.
I imagine you go back to like when you were childhood.
I had a Sully, Sully from Disney.
Yeah.
I had a Sully arm. I hit someone in the head with the Sully arm. It was just hanging out backstage.
But I feel like you get back to like because when we were kids and you watch WWF, right, or WWE, and you're a kid in your living room, right, and you're boy like we had a trampoline. My buddy had a trampoline, and we would be super, swanton bombing each other on the trampolines, or you'd be like in the living room. You put the pillows up, and you're just like throwing each other into the couch, and you're kind of doing wrestling moves, right?
Yep.
Of course.
So imagine now, you're a grown man, you're doing it for a living, and now you go out the ring and you're up the thing. You're like a kid again. You're like, what do I got? There's a bench right here. I'm gonna hit you with this freaking bench.
It's great. It's great.
Totally unplanned. That's gotta be cool, man.
It's fun.
Any more wrestling questions?
No, sorry. I was just
for someone,
It's fun. It's so interesting.
Did you watch wrestling growing up? You did, right?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
My favorite, I liked Triple H was always a good one. I just loved when he go with the spray. I loved how.
One of my favorites when I first started was Scotty 2 Hotty and the Worm.
Scotty 2 Hotty and the Worm.
Great guy.
Worm.
Great guy.
You met him before?
Yeah. I used to always use his haircut when I was creating characters in the video game.
I learned. I mean, he did the Worm, right? That was his finishing move, was the Worm. But I'll never forget this kid, Victor Soto, big boy. This was like maybe 4th, 5th, 6th grade. This was when the Worm was like this guy was like Rikishi and
Rikishi with the stink face.
Rikishi, Scotty 2 Hotty, and there was someone else I forgot. They were like the group, but this kid Victor Soto was the one who taught me how to do the Worm, and he was a big boy, like big old chunky boy, and he would do the Worm. And I remember doing it at my house. And I'm like, bro, if you can do the Worm, I'm a fucking little, skinny kid. I can do the Worm.
Can you do it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so easy.
I can't.
But no, you
can't
do the Worm?
No, I can't.
Oh my god, I'll fucking bust out the Worm right now.
I have a funny story about the Worm. I'll tell you.
But no way.
Nah,
you got a story?
Yeah, dude.
No fucking way.
I got a good story about the Worm, man.
All right, let's. We're gonna hear.
Well, no, you got to tell me and finish yours.
No. I mean, I was just saying, Scotty 2 Hotty was like my first favorite wrestler.
He's great.
And then this big kid who I was friends with taught me the Worm, and it was like
that was a great move. That was a great move.
Oh yeah, forget it. He was like,
I liked Triple H. I liked the Hardy Boys with the Swanton Bomb. I thought that was great. I liked them because of how they were. I don't want to say the first, but they were they were high flyers. Mm-hmm. Everything was on the third turnbuckle. Like they were always jumping off the right. But then I classic was Stone Cold Steve Austin, just because Texas Rattlesnake was awesome.
Yeah, of course.
But the Worm. So, quick story. So I was first time I went to Las Vegas. With my buddy Brian. My buddy Brian will know this story. It's great. So first time I went to Las Vegas. My buddy Brian, he's 1 year older than me. And he turned 21, and his mom was like, hey, I got you a trip to go to Las Vegas for your 21st birthday. So I'm over his house one day, and my mom had come over, and she hands my buddy Brian an envelope for his birthday, and he opens it up, and it's a plane ticket for me to go to Vegas with him. He goes, dude, you're coming? I'm like, I'm not even of age, but yeah, let's go. I'm going, right? So I had a fake ID at the time from college. So we go to Vegas, and I'm like, I'm not even 21. I don't know what's gonna happen. So we're at the casino, and we were at one of those. I don't know if you know the fruit wheel. You know what the fruit wheel is?
No.
So the fruit wheel is kind of like roulette, but it's a big wheel, right? You have the table. You're sitting at the table with your chips, and there's a big wheel, and on the wheel there's like 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, and 40. Those are the numbers. Now, there's a lot more ones than there are twos, than there are fives, and there's only 2 40s on the wheel. And you're supposed to make your bet, right? If you bet on the 1 and it hits a 1, you win 1-1. If you bet on the 2, you win 2-1, 5-1, 10-1, right? So we're gambling. You just play like the 1s, the 2s, and the 5s. You try to. We're just drinking. We're having a good time. And it was like one of the only tables where like they didn't really like. I showed them my fake ID, and they're like, "All right, fine." So we're playing, and we're just chit chatting, and I guess you call them a dealer, but they don't really deal cards, but they're all called dealers. And I don't know how the worm came up. Don't even know. But the dealer, we were talking about the worm, and the dealer was like, "Can you do the worm?" I was like, "Yeah, I could do the worm." And they were like, "All right, put your money on 40. If I hit the 40 right now, you got to do the worm on the table."
Wow.
Now, I'm underage. I'm not, right? So I'm like, and we're a little drunk. I'm like, fine, deal. It's like, she's not going to hit the 40. Like, there's no way.
She's trying to get your money.
Like, you haven't hit the 40 all night. I'm like, there's no way. There's like 2 40s on 100 numbers. You're not going to hit it. So I was like, fine. Put my money on the 40. She spins, hits the 40.
Oh, my God.
And now I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's no way she's going to let me do this. Like, I'm in the middle of a Vegas casino. They're going to kick me. So she's like, all right, everybody, take your chips off. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, you got to do the worm. You said if I hit the 40, we're going to do the worm. I'm like,
damn, I never heard the story.
You're going to let me do that? She's like, yeah. There's like a bunch of other people. She cleared off the chips. I get on the table.
Bro.
I do the worm like 3
That's
times.
crazy.
My buddy had a video of it, but it was when was I 21?
Yeah, it's
The
camera.
The camera was so shitty, right? And I do the worm. I get off the table, and everybody's like clapping and cheering, right? So now the manager, the casino manager, is like walking by, and the dealer calls over the manager and was like, "Yo, come here." And he comes over. And she's like, "Yo, you got it. This kid just did the worm on the table." And I'm like, "The fuck are you doing? You can't." I'm like, I'm freaking out. She's like, I'm not of age. Like, I'm going to get kicked out, right? Yeah. She goes, show him the video. So my buddy pulls out the thing, shows the manager the video. He looks, he goes, I've been working here a long time. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I was just like, let's go. And my buddy, we leave, and I was like, I'm the coolest guy in Vegas.
I
was like, I'm the coolest guy.
Out of all the millions and millions of stories I've heard from you.
You've never heard that?
That's a good one.
I've never heard that. How do I never heard that story?
I don't, dude. I was like, I'm sitting there thinking when she calls him, I was like, that's it. I'm getting kicked out. There's no way.
That's great.
Good story.
I remember the video being, looking back at it now, it's probably so grainy. Like, you probably can't even tell. Yeah, it was like a flip phone or something.
That's
all right. As we're approaching the end here.
2 hours.
No, is it?
2 hours, bro.
Fucking A. All right. Yeah, we'll finish it up.
Cigars now.
We got connected over cigars.
Yes. Yeah.
What is your idea of a cigar? Why do you like smoking cigars? What is it that you enjoy about a cigar?
You have to chill out, relax, and just sit back with your boys and just feel good.
Yeah. I mean, for your lifestyle, I would assume it plays a large role in relaxation.
Yeah. Chilling out, holding it in your hand.
Because you're a relatively younger person that enjoys cigars, which we're starting to see, like we said, we're 34, 35. Though that's the time like guys our age start getting into cigars, but you're about a 10-year ahead. How did you get, like, what was your idea of, like, why did you want to start smoking a cigar?
Do you remember your first one?
No. My mom would always have cigars going because my grandpa who passed away was that made her think of him. Right?
Okay.
So I would, she had cigars all the time, but so that helped growing up, seeing that a lot. But my wife's brother-in-law did cigars. Like, oh, come outside and do a cigar with me. I'm like, oh yeah, and that was really it. Oh, this guy's awesome. I love this guy. And that was it.
How long have you been smoking? I mean, you said you were relatively new, but
I mean, the last 3-4 years, 5 years.
Okay,
Actually, when I was in Bahamas in August, my wife bought me a cigar. I still didn't have it yet.
Damn.
But
as you can see, like we said, when the guest usually talks a lot,
Yeah.
And they can't enjoy the full cigar.
We'll give you one to take home so you
Thank
can
you.
really enjoy it. Unfortunately, that's the problem about being a guest. You don't really get to smoke.
I had a coffee cigar.
Okay.
That was friggin' delicious. Oh, and my gosh, my longtime buddy Zane, he's in wrestling. He's a video guy. He's great. I love him to death. Shout out to Zane. He and I would go to cigar lounges together or cigar bars and just sit down, and just hang out, and just talk.
Yeah.
Well, if you move down to Florida, that's the
Well, I'll tell you
hotspot
right
for
now.
it.
So we'll give you this one, a fresh one.
Thank you.
Next time you light it up, pour yourself a cup of coffee and smoke them and drink the coffee with the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
You're gonna, dude. You
best.
want to talk about like relaxing and slowing
What kind
time.
of coffee?
Whatever kind of coffee you like.
Any kind? Okay.
Yeah, you can do it espresso. You can do if you want to do coffee with cream. I usually just do like coffee with a little bit of cream in it, or if you want to do it like with some sugar and stuff. Or
It's the best pairing for
I'm
a cigar.
telling you, man.
Do you like coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna sit there and you're be like,
Because
now, but be prepared. Give yourself like a good hour.
Before?
Like you're
While you're
gonna
doing
need
it.
like to smoke the cigar. You're gonna need about an hour.
Okay.
To smoke and enjoy the full cigar. You can't smoke this cigar in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So make sure that you have an hour where it's like either I'm doing emails or like I have an hour of I don't have to go anywhere. Give yourself a cup of coffee.
like
light
after
the
like a
cigar.
nice match, and it's like what you said, like when you have a nice match,
yeah.
you go to the gym, you watch football. When you have a nice match, you go to the gym, you come home, pour yourself a nice cup of coffee, light up a cigar.
and watch a football
In my
game.
house.
Wherever
you want.
Wherever you want.
Wow.
But like
the
where-
world is your oyster. But
You want to give
it's
yourself
the
like
best.
an hour of no distractions.
I'm gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably tomorrow.
You're gonna
because
sit there
the
and be
reason
like,
I mean, we like bourbon with cigars, but coffee, in our
Best
opinion,
pairing, yeah.
is the best pairing because where tobacco and coffee are both going in the same areas. Around we call it the tobacco belt, the equator, or the bean belt. So all the same soils that these leaves and beans are grown from are all the same.
Wow.
yeah.
Interesting.
So
There's
the
a saying that says what grows together goes together.
yes. So now,
Yeah.
So now, when you're on the road or if you have some time, nice. And if you like bourbon or something, it's good as well. But cigar and a coffee. Do you ever try like I know you usually probably like do your matches and go home, but is there any time where like you have some downtime after a match?
Yeah, I hang out with my friends after the show.
Yeah.
We go out, we got to eat.
Is it always just one match a night?
No, I've had 3 in one show. No, okay. Sometimes a double shot. Like I'll have one show like in PA and then one show in Jersey in the same day. I do that
Okay.
occasionally.
But for the same like
I won a tournament. I had 3 matches in one day. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a day like that, when you have a tournament, now the next day you're gonna relax.
And I won the tournament. By the
there
way.
you- but like I said,
that's even better.
give yourself like an hour of no distractions where you can actually just sit and enjoy it.
Wait, funny story though. The tournament was for $50,000, like $50,000. Like it's a big tournament. Winner wins $50,000, and I'm getting there, and they're like, "Oh," I see myself, and they're like, "Am I winning the tournament?" Like I was in the final match, and I'm like, "Wait a minute,
That's wild.
am I winning?"
actually.
How
And then
did
I'm like, "Is this $50,000 real?" Yeah.
So that's actually wild that there's a money prize, but you're essentially already like the winner of it. You're just kind of.
It
But that's what
it wasn't real money.
Oh, it wasn't real money.
It was money that you use to wrestle. Like that money case,
Okay.
I used in a match to cash in my match to get.
I was gonna say because I'm like, how do you like if it's a tournament, but you guys are putting on like a performance?
No, it's
How do you know who's gonna win?
they book it.
Yeah, they book it.
But I was like, wow, I'm winning this, and I'm like, is this real money? No.
For a second, you're probably like, "Yo, this is not." I
I just hit the fucking.
you're probably going like, "You know what I could do with this money?" Oh wait, it's got to be for bookings. Like,
That's hysterical. But,
but honestly, I mean, it's still like, I mean, if you're gonna use it, but you have to use it for bookings, you're like, well, it's $50,000 less than I would have to use of my own money for bookings. So
it's still,
No, you use it for a match. Like, so like, let's just say the champion's in the ring and he's beat up. Take that briefcase, cash it in. You had a match, and you had to beat him easily.
yeah.
Sort of something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I say the guy's sleeping, and I have a referee with me. If he say he's backstage on the couch sleeping, give it to the referee. I'll pin him 1, 2, 3. Now I'm champion. It's a match that they can't say no to. Like it's a guaranteed match right now for the championship.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, next time you enjoy a nice win, enjoy a nice diligent cigar.
Will do.
Brought to you by the Burn Down Cigar Company.
I love it.
Nice cup of coffee. Take a picture, send it to us. Say I'm enjoying my stuff.
By the way, last really quick, what colors? What's your colors like for your attire?
Black and red. Yeah,
Black.
There you go.
You knew already.
There you go. That's why I said it.
My boy, our boy, Vinny
his favorite
Pacifico.
color is black and red.
Yeah, black and red is my favorite. My
pairing.
favorite
Yeah,
combo
it's best.
there. But we appreciate you coming on the podcast, brother.
Thank you for having me.
You know, at this point of the pod, we like to kind of just give you the red carpet, kind of plug away any events that you got coming on, anything new in the works that you want to plug. Shamelessly plug yourself.
Thank
please.
you. A lot of stuff I can't mention because it's just in the works, but I have tons of wrestling all over globally. Tons of it.
How do people follow you on Instagram?
Yes, Instagram, Vinny Pacifico, Twitter or X, Vinny Pacifico 1, Facebook, Vinny Pacifico, TikTok, Vinny Pacifico. I don't really use TikTok, but whatever. And yeah, Instagram. I have a lot of films happening very soon. Horror films. A lot of podcasts, horror podcasts. I'm gonna be appearing on soon. Tons of wrestling, and touring. Florida, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, California, Oregon, Washington, global. And tons of stuff that's happening.
How do people find the events that you're going to be wrestling at?
I'll post them on social media, or you could just Google wrestling events and you find all of them. They're all over the place.
Okay.
And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you very much, and follow me online.
Our boy Vinny Pacifico. Appreciate you coming away from Shaolin, Staten Island.
You know it.
2-hour commute here. As we like to say on the podcast, I got a smidge left of energy drink that you gave me. We'd like to send you off with a cheers, chin chin, and salute, my friend. Thank you.
Cheers. Salute. Nothing left, but
I had a smidge.
I love it.
We'll see you on the next one. We're out.